Everything's looking good, and we are live, guys. We are live. Right on. Okay, so for those of you just joining, this chat you see in the middle of your screen, that's the white chat is Instagram, and the one below it is YouTube. And YouTube's getting warmed up here. And while we do that, we're gonna take a look at the merch. I just got merch from JLP that we ordered together. You guys and I, we all did this together, and some of you are getting this merch. Actually, the majority of this order that I just got is for you guys. So, so happy Monday, and we got some good stuff going on. We got Charlie Kirk and Jordan Peterson. Couple new clips. I just posted a new clip today. It's on my story. And it's already getting started here. I'll play that in a second. And I put 2 new clips on YouTube, but we got a few interesting things to look at. And of course, we always have some of these interesting ones like this here. I'll just put that right there. I'll just put that right there. There we go. All right, guys. Here we go. It's a noon medication. Normally I do a morning and an evening. Today we're doing it at noon. And we're looking good. Glad to have you guys. Welcome, welcome. And I'm going to start us off with a little bit of Charlie Kirk and Jordan Peterson, and we'll go from there.
Is interesting in and of itself because the story is so compelling. Now you're warned. Okay. So you know that Robert F. Kennedy and Mehmet Oz, and I suppose Jay Bhattacharya too, are all hands on deck to restore.
We're going to spend a whole ninth course, let's say, and here's the history of just the sub-Saharan Africa, basically dismissing all of the complexities and the beauty.
Lessened.
So
you were it appeared to me that you were of that American evangelical stripe, which we have some of in Alberta, not
Yes.
a lot. It's not really a Canadian thing. And so when I met you, I thought, okay, so that's Charlie's.
behind it. In fact, it was actually much more insidious than that.
And so unfair founding of the United States has been a central dogma of the radical leftists. They blame slavery on the West, and the fact that the radical types have control over the education system means that no one, even educated in a conservative milieu, knows who the hell Wilberforce was. And I just don't know what to do.
Or
Think
Thaddeus
about that.
Stevens, or the heroism of John Quincy Adams. Those would be, some main protagonist characters for the abolition of slavery here in America. And so when I was in 9th, 10th, and 11th grade, something in me, and I don't quite know, my parents very patriotic, but not political. Patriotic, but not political. They're conservative, but we were not a political family. But very patriotic. Something in me desired to try to find the other side of the story, to try to push back a little bit from the incessant narrative that was being built. And I do want to make sure this is clear. We were not yet at the place where the teachers were saying America was racist. In fact, it was actually much more insidious than that.
And so that even in 2008, that still wasn't occurring.
I could make, at least in my environment, I could make an argument, though, that what they were doing when I was in high school is actually long-term much more effective to create revolutionaries for the left than what they're doing now, because it really didn't warrant that much of a backlash. It wasn't overly provocative. They weren't saying to the white kids in class, hey, go sit on this side of the class, and black kids on this side of the class.
Yeah, well, those things always happen one tiny step at a time.
Of course, but when I was being schooled, there was no parents showing up at school board meetings about critical race theory. Now, these elements were laced throughout all of the curriculum.
Right.
And it took a very discerning eye. And for whatever reason, how I was raised or just something in me, around 10th or 11th grade, I asked the question. I said, look, we have spent an entire month on slavery. Totally get it. Terrible thing. but we spent so little time on the brilliance of the founders and what they've created and the greatest political document in human history and what went into that. And it was an underemphasis on the heroism and the courage and the brilliance, and an overemphasis on the evil and the tragedy and the horror without even the redemption arc behind it.
Shopify powers millions of businesses worldwide, supporting everyone from established brands to entrepreneurs just starting their journey.
But
/JB
are concerned with the poor and the oppressed, you know, and then you have to be discerning there, because there are people who are poor and oppressed as a consequence of their own idiocy. And that's not so uncommon, as you know in your own life, by watching your pathway to failure. So, but
guys, really quick, just got the order for the merch that we all ordered together. Some of this is going to be shipped out to you guys with your medication hats. We did a bundle order with this with my hats and the Jesse Lee Peterson shirts. And it's, if you know what shirt it is, this is the one.
The Great White Hope.
So that's the shirt. I'm going to open this in a second. I'm playing a little video while we get warmed up on YouTube. We're just getting our viewers in. So once we get that going, I'm going to switch over and do a kind of an unboxing of the shirts, and then we'll get into more of this stuff.
given that there are people who are unfortunate, you'd think that the appropriate tack would be to determine who.
Social contagion within 5 years, 15, 16, 17.
It's 2015, 2016, things went like seriously sideways. Okay,
And
so
that's
now,
where, just to complete the point, my job on campuses became far more interesting, because our organization shifted from primarily, economic discussions of Marxism and capitalism to core cultural hotbed topics in 15, 16, 17, race, and then, of course, the next layer, gender, transgenderism. So the beast that Betty Friedan and Judith Butler raised, that monster, reared its head with incredible ferocity in 16 and 17 in the academy. And people don't believe it when I say this. I saw this happen. No, it's okay. Just really quick. In 2012, 2013, there was almost no transgender anything on these campuses. It didn't exist. I could tell you, I went to these campuses. I talked to these students. You might have an effeminate looking guy maybe wearing a dress as a joke. It was not anywhere. The social contagion within 5 years was dramatic. It was a different place. You went from just, okay, you are.
That's very true. It was like a wave, dude. It came hard and fast. It was pretty massive. It's like a tsunami, really.
You are to, you're not going to use my pronouns, hyper tyrannical, hyper authoritarian. So then here we are, a 5-year-old organization with a growing infrastructure and a growing presence and a growing staffing, organization. And we multiplied significantly, because then the donor types, like, hold on, what happened to my alma mater? Why is it that they're burning down UC Berkeley? Remember, Milo Yiannopoulos went to University of California, Berkeley in the spring of 17, and they burnt the whole place down. Ben Shapiro very similarly. And so we then found ourselves accidentally or through serendipity on the front lines of the American culture war.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of that's not accidental. You think about the way that you told your story. I mean, it's improbable, but you were of the temperamental type.
Piss Flaps says, it didn't exist at all when I was younger. This wasn't an issue. Yeah, it really wasn't. It didn't exist obviously when I was younger too. It was not even a thing. And we had gay people and lesbians, and we didn't really care. It was just a thing, It was like everyone had the same rights. It was not a thing. But what they're talking about now, the wave of the transgender thing, and then all of a sudden they're like in your face, making you call them certain names. Obviously you guys know me. I run a couple businesses, and there was a time when you had people in the office every other day, almost in tears, because someone called them what they look like, but they wanted to be called the opposite sex. So it just became this weird thing. You're like, what the hell? And then you're trying to fix this thing. You're trying to make things better and trying to help people out. But even you forget, like, wait, I'm supposed to call them a they. The part when they said call me a they, them. That tripped us out. I'm like, how do I even, like, it was hard for us to even make sense of that. You're a they? There's one person there and I'm calling them they. It was kind of weird. It's like, but this happens so fast.
That's that strange blend of entrepreneurial temperament and conservative temperament. Those things don't generally go together, right? The conservative temperament, you could accept the libertarians because they're probably the entrepreneurial conservatives.
And growing up, I actually was more libertarian. It's very interesting to say that.
Okay. Because, well, that's where the entrepreneurial conservatives hang out, is with the libertarians.
That's right.
Right. And they have an uneasy alliance
It's a
with
great point.
Okay.
It really
okay.
is.
And so that temperamental factor was already operating at you in high school. And then you didn't get into West Point, you said, but you were interested in universities and you obviously had the intelligence to manage them. And so, you know, it's very useful to develop an idiosyncratic pathway forward if you have the IQ horsepower to manage it, because it makes you unique if you could do that. So, okay, and so you had a mentor who told you that it's probably best for you not to go to college because you have an entrepreneurial bent. Now you're trying to build a political organization, but you're not exactly sure how. You're visiting the campuses and you have friends there, and you see that there's an opportunity to talk on campuses where you can also get an education in doing that, but also that there's donor interest. And that's very interesting too, because if you're a good entrepreneur, one of the things you
thank you for subscribing, guys. I'm watching the numbers go up, man. It's sweet. Thank you guys so much. I'm at like 68,000 on Instagram, but this number you see, this is YouTube. Just started this YouTube channel, so very thankful. Thank you.
you do is you go talk to your marketplace always. That's the grassroots things, but also with regards to fundraisers. And you see, you offer like 10 ideas, all of which you're interested in, and you see where the door opens. That's knocking.
What's up, Jen? Welcome back. Good to have you, Jen.
Exactly right.
So you saw that there were these people who wanted to support the education of young people, but who could see that their money was being counterproductively spent.
To say the least.
Yeah. Well, leave large piles of money laying around unguarded and see who comes in first to take it. Right. That's
Interesting. State Line, what's up, brother? How you doing, bud? Dude, as you can see on the screen, our and Jen, our JLP merch is here. I know you guys didn't get in on that. Some of the other guys did. But it is here. I have it in my hands. It just arrived today. And so we're going to unbox it, open it up, and I'm going to wear one of those shirts. The Great White Hope.
The Great White Hope.
Jesse Lee Peterson, bro. The Great White Hope shirts are here.
The Great White Hope.
That's that parasitical type.
That's right.
They'll swarm in there like mad. That's happened in
And
all
they
the
gravitate to the
foundations.
universities.
Yeah, well, it's the same phenomena that we talked about earlier, that cluster B, narcissistic,
Yes.
dark tetrad, 4% of the population. They're looking around to see where, what would you say, inhabitable carcasses.
No, so State Line, this merch that I got, I made a deal with some of the guys early on when we were on one of our streams about a week ago, and I said, listen, I'm gonna buy these shirts today. If you guys buy my hat, I'm gonna just throw this in with the hat, this shirt. I'll let you pick your size and the color of the shirts. So I literally bought people's shirts, and so. These are just going to go out. Now, I made a deal with Jesse Lee Peterson. I haven't made a deal yet. Sorry. I'm making a deal with Jesse Lee Peterson where we will bundle some merch. So I'm going to figure out which merch we really want, and I'm going to create some kind of a bundle with those shirts and my hats.
Are lying around unintended.
And they're disproportionately represented at the academy.
Yeah.
That 4%
Yes.
might be 40% of the administrators or the professor types. Because think about
well,
it.
increasingly that became the case.
Because they might be saying something to that, what was really going on here. That this was a manifestation of a spiritual struggle.
Yeah.
That
Yes, foundational. Well,
Yes.
the postmodernists made that claim, and so did the Marxists.
Yes.
It's like, no, we're going all the way to the bottom and
right.
uprooting everything.
they want to go back to what happened in the garden. Did God really say that? Is that really what God says? To question, debase, and to challenge every truism of the West. I mean,
Well, that's
you taught me
that's
that.
the sin
So,
of Eve. right?
Exactly.
You can take the right to establish the moral order to yourself. It's the one thing that's claimed. There's many axiomatic claims in Genesis, in the openings of Genesis, right? That
Thank you, Jen.
the word is the creative force that brings good out of chaos and possibility, that human beings are made in the image of God, that men and women exist as independent entities and that they each, and that you're not to take the right to establish the moral order to yourself. It's the one prohibition. And I think biologically, it's something like
There's this part up here that I want to listen to about masculinity, and I'm trying to
working
find
class
it.
men are coming to your talks, and that's what the civil rights crusaders focused on. That isn't what he said. He said, let my people go so they may worship me in the wilderness. So it's ordered freedom.
Yes.
And ordered freedom is voluntary responsibility. How you've had to modify the manner in which you're conducting these debates, let's say, because
Catherine says all these great men ever said was very use your brain and be a good person. How is that so bad? I totally agree. Thank you, Catherine.
for a while you would have been testing
totally
yourself
agree.
to see if you could hold your own, and that's kind of an intellectual battle. Shapiro did it very much the
Yes,
same thing.
he
right?
deserves
So
a lot
did
of credit
Milo
for that.
Yiannopoulos,
Yes, correct.
Right? It's too bad
I think is this part coming up where they talk about masculinity.
Milo fell off the edge of the world, but he had a pretty rough go of it.
He had a lot
it's
of
not
talent,
surprising.
though.
He did, and a lot of trauma, a lot. So, okay, so first of all, it's combat, and you're trying to develop yourself, and then you're doing that quite successfully and educating yourself along the way. But then you see this shift.
Yes.
So, what sort of shift has there been in your self-conceptualization and your understanding of your mission and the way that you conduct yourself? Like, you see, you're being called upon to be a leader, let's say, that's not merely political. And that's
Yes.
why my understanding of it.
Correct. It's an enormous responsibility. Enormous. I mean, when I show up to college campus after college campus, mind you, during the day, they have got a million other things they could be doing. This is 12 p.m. lunchtime, and 4,000 people are waiting for me to go debate.
And what are they on? They're on the campus grounds? Where?
Yeah, sometimes amphitheaters. They're out there in trees. They're everywhere. I mean, you could see these images. We can supply them to you if you want to.
Yeah, we should do that.
You could superimpose them over this discussion.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
And I'm not making this up. I'm not exaggerating. I mean, they're as far as the eye can see, these crowds are there. And part of it, we must be honest, is they want to see a good verbal combat because they don't get it at the university. You see,
Right.
They're not. There's something that
That's likely part of the pathological feminization.
Yes,
of the
without
universities. No competition.
But you think about it, what I am doing is hyper masculine, which is no rules except, hey, we're just going to go basically figure this out. This is the closest thing to a verbal street fight
I love this. Yeah, this is the
one
part.
can have.
Right.
Anyone can show up to the mic, prove me wrong. I have no notes. I have no AI. I have nothing. Tell me why you're correct. For 3 hours, I will sit there and everyone will watch. It's a
I think I got to make a reel out of this portion of this. Let me put the timestamp. It's 1 minute. It's 1 hour 25 minutes into this. 1:25. Here we go.
gladiatorial match for the best ideas of the West.
Right.
And there's something there that is remarkably alluring. But for me, I also need to balance, as Christ would say, being as much truth, which of course I'm inclined towards, as love. So a lot of these kids are struggling.
Oh,
up
yeah,
to the
that's
mic.
for sure. Well,
And
even
so-
that guy that you just talked to, and maybe we'll throw
Oh, yeah.
this.
No,
yeah,
that-
so he was radically anti-Semitic, but also he said he had served. He looked to me like someone who'd been very, very hurt.
Yes.
He's fallen to this sort of snake pit of conspiratorial theories. And
the brain rot that comes with it.
yeah, but you could also see that he would be very happy, and he did listen to you to the degree that he could, because he had tilted pretty hard towards paranoia. And that's very difficult to escape from once it's established. But he was trying to listen to you. And I thought you did a very good job of not playing easy tricks on him. Like, because he was an easy person just to.
CRXR says, I understand the religious folks argument without a fundamental set of rules. Folks just run wild. Maybe, wait, the religious folks argument without a fundamental set of rules, folks just run wild. Maybe the other side should come up with the atheist handbook or something. Please explain, because I think I know what you mean, but I want to be sure.
To throw into the eternal fire, so to speak,
Correct.
right? But there was part of him that was trying to find the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's 5 years ago, I probably would have just thrown him to the wolves.
Right.
So now I look at myself as a father of 2 kids, 31 years old. So I'm no longer a colleague of these college kids. I'm not quite
Right.
a professor, but I have a little bit more wisdom, a little bit more life experience. So I'm trying to be more tender when I see someone that is not overly aggressive. Now, if someone comes and they say, you're the worst person ever, they start insulting me, I'll kind of meet them at their own frequency to try to just make an example out of them. However, that one guy I could see, that's a very deeply hurt individual.
Very, yeah.
And so is that a type of guy that I want to just make fun of? I tried to say, hey, can I have a loving conversation with this person? And it's tough,
see,
man.
well,
It's tough because those are
that's that-
unloving ideas that he was espousing.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, that's that issue.
Interesting. I never heard this interview. I'm so glad I stumbled on this. And there's another part that I can't find. I found a short clip of it, but I can't find it here.
Of,
But this part is interesting for me. And in the chat, I'm reading the chat here. Give me 1 second. It says, morality is taught. And I think it's learned through the human experience, just living out here. And honestly, if you want to succeed and do well, not just financially, but succeed as a human, morality is something that you just naturally understand, and you realize doing the right things will help you succeed as a human. Doing wrong things will drive you into the ground. So I don't know. Yeah, we could really definitely talk a lot about that, but CR is called Anarchist Cookbook. I have to check that out. We got to get into that. Yeah, good for evil, love over hate, forgiveness, not revenge. That works a lot of the time, but sometimes, sometimes you gotta fight your battles. But yeah, I do agree. Jordan is really stuck right now. Oh, Jordan is really sick right now. First Charlie, now JP. I know, Elliot, this is why we're into this, man. Our thoughts and prayers are out for JP, man. Hopefully he gets better.
trying to love your enemy. Okay, so maybe we'll
Thank
close
you.
with this, a little
W. Elliot, bro. W. Elliot.
investigation into what that means. So, in the Gospels, when Christ is telling people how to conduct themselves and also how to pray, he basically says, well, first aim up. Remember your goal. And your goal is to serve what's highest in all ways, mind, body, and soul. Okay, well, that's a good piece of advice. It's like, why wouldn't you begin an endeavor with that vow? If this is worth doing, it's worth doing.
The part that I'm trying to get to, that I haven't found yet, and I'll show you which one it is. It's this right here.
How much time do you spend studying?
I try to do an hour and a half to 2 hours a day, but when I'm in season, which is I'm doing 27 campus stops, plus my 2-hour podcast radio show every single day, plus speeches, plus 2 kids, plus a marriage.
Right.
So when I'm in season, I don't.
I love this clip, and I just came across this clip, and I'm loving it. And just so you guys know, both of these guys in this interview, in this podcast, were very influential on my life. This is like while I was transitioning from a Democrat to Republican, and not transitioning my genders. Never have I ever thought about that or done. But transitioning from the left to the right, these guys were highly influential. And it's because of Charlie Kirk that I actually went to universities, local universities, UCI is one of them, and debated people on these universities. And I have clips of that too. But I always aspire to work as hard as people like Charlie Kirk, and people like Donald Trump. The dude works hard, man. He works hard. That's one thing you can't. I mean, you gotta give him that.
How much time do you spend studying?
I try to do an hour and a half to 2 hours a day, but when I'm in season, which is I'm doing 27 campus stops, plus my 2-hour podcast radio show every single day, plus speeches, plus 2 kids, plus a marriage.
Right.
So when I'm in season, I don't, because I'm sure you know this, it's really hard to do more than 3 to 4 hours of hard brain work a day. Very hard.
Yeah,
It is
that's
hard.
about where you max out. You can do longer than that for short periods of time.
No, but for a week. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
tough,
Let me
right?
see that-
Brain
hear that
work a
again.
day, 3 to 4 hours. I'm sure you know this. It's really hard to do more than 3 to 4 hours of hard brain work a day.
It's hard to do that and retain what you thought about and what you learned, or kind of what came out of that. It's hard to retain it, even if you do more. Only 10% of Americans and 80% of Chinese can solve this. Oh, no, okay. Both parties are controlled by the same people. Are you asking me? 2 times 2 is 4 plus 2 is 6. So there you go, B. Hopefully that helps you. Debunk, look into it again. It's wow. Is this guy real human or is this generated stream? What does that mean? Bro. Both parties are controlled by the same people. Debunked, look into that. B just solved it, bro. I just solved it for you. Now you have your answer. Am I helping you cheat on a test or something?
Very hard.
Or are you testing me, bro? Come on now. Come on now. Hold on.
The Great White Hope.
Come on now.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Are you out of your cotton picking mind?
Yeah, that's about where you max out. You can do longer than that for short periods of time.
No, but for a week. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
tough, right? So
Yeah.
if I have a 2-hour radio show, 3 hours on campus and a speech in the evening, and I do that for 3 days straight,
Yeah.
that's tough stuff. So it's hard to do that. But in the off season, which is the summer and the winter, I try to do 2 hours of studying a day, which is a combination of reading, podcasting, or kind of a
Right.
or I'll, kind of like playing with AI on a certain topic. Where
Right,
does this come
right,
from? What
right.
It's very good
Oh,
with that.
Either you're saying Israel has a legitimate claim to Gaza.
And
How much time do you spend studying?
I try to do an hour and a half to
I put the wrong sound on. Let me put that sound.
This is the other sound. Pretty wild. Okay, here we go.
That's amazing.
There we go. That's what I was trying to do. That's for Alex, bro. Alex Linares, bro.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
I got buttons, bro, on my mixer. They're JLP buttons, bro. They're sick, bro.
Beta male. Man, be a alpha male.
Not a beta male.
Man, be a alpha male, not a beta male. Beta.
And I, again, what's up, Dante? How you doing, buddy? I know we don't agree on a lot, but it's all good, bro. Good to have you. Dude, so we got JLP merch. I'm going to open it up. Is this a good time to open this up? What do you guys think? Should we open it up and get our shirts out?
The Great White Hope.
We got Great White Hope shirts, dude. They're pretty cool. Pretty cool. Looking forward to it. So I just made 2 reels. I'm going to play them for you guys right now. So you guys can see exactly what is up. So here we go. Ready? This is the first one. 1, 2, 3.
When did your life become worthy of protection?
When I became actually conscious and able to speak.
So like, able to speak, so like 2 years old.
I think I was a bit earlier than that, yeah.
No, babies usually don't speak till about year and a half. So if I arrested you at 6 months, that's okay?
Yes.
Wild, dude. Wild.
And you're a bio student at UC Riverside?
Yes. Okay, so
Let me ask you a question. Would you save 100 dogs' lives or 1 human life?
so I would save 1 dog over your life, but
No, tell me why a human.
Wow. Dude.
I want, and we'll
Dude.
close with this. The fact that he's a bio student at this university shows the horrifying moral rot happening in higher education, and Trump should defund all these schools as evidence.
Wow. See, that's one of those insane clips, guys. That's one of those insane ones. That's just blows me away every time I hear that. And here's a clip from yesterday. We played this on the live, and I told you I'm going to make a reel out of it. Just like I told you I'm going to make a reel out of this one we just played with Charlie Kirk and Jordan Peterson. But this one right here, I made a reel from what we watched together yesterday. Here we go. Ready? Watch this. 1, 2, 3.
If you over-coddle people, if you protect them from everything that's sharp, you make them dull and stupid and narcissistic. And it's a really bad idea. This idea that's promoted by the people who are protecting those who are easily offended, that the way to make people secure is to protect them. from things that they don't want to encounter. First of all, it's hard to make people safe because life is seriously not safe.
Yep. Yes.
And the way that you make people resilient is by exposing them to things that they're afraid of and that make them uncomfortable voluntarily, but you use exposure.
Right. Yep.
And it's
a big one. Yep. So that was I love that clip, and we're gonna look into some more of that. But that's just one of those. I got to bring this back to the beginning. I'm sorry. I love this clip.
If you over-coddle people, if you protect them from...
If you over-coddle people, here we go. Ready? Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
If you over-coddle people, if you protect them from everything that's sharp, you make them dull and stupid and narcissistic. And it's a really bad idea. This idea that's promoted by the people who are protecting those who are easily offended, that the way to make people secure is to protect them from things that they don't want to encounter. First of all, it's hard to make people safe because life is seriously not safe.
Yep. Yes.
And the way that you make people resilient is by exposing them to things that they're afraid of and that make them uncomfortable voluntarily, but you use exposure.
Right.
And it's
a big one.
And so...
Yep. You expose them. You expose them to stuff that they're not comfortable with. It makes them tougher, more resilient. 100% agree. That's why I 100% agree that you can't be too nice to your own kids, because the world is not nice. And so when they go out in the real world, they're not prepared for it. And then it takes them a longer period of time to adjust to they will adjust eventually because they have to, because you're only with your parents for a certain amount of time. And once that's up, you get out in the real world, and the real world, it's going to do what it does to you. And it's not nice, not as nice as your parents are to you if they're too nice to you. And then over time, you're going to figure that out, and you're going to adjust, and you become resilient. It just takes you longer. And that's my opinion on that, to be honest. But let me go through the chat here. What are you guys doing here in the chat? Benjamin, what's up, buddy? Yep, shirts are here, man. Our clothes are here. Our Jesse Lee Peterson shirts are here, buddy. Let's see. Dante, I agree. Just because we don't agree doesn't mean we can't respect each other, bro. 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you, man. Wouldn't saving a life have some context? I want to know if Tyler really did what they think he did. I have an idea that he's superfuge. I don't know. We're getting into the weeds on that. Good faith debates don't exist anymore. It's all about winning. It's like LARPing. It's like LARPing as the main character. How do you get everyone to the middle if you dismiss everyone who doesn't agree with you? Yep. What's up, James? What's up, buddy? Our shirts are here, man. And I'm pretty sure you were in on it, right? Yeah. Dante, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Alex. Yep. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. And first of all, what do you guys think about this? This new decoration for Halloween? What do you guys think about that? And how about in Dearborn, where
Dearborn's outdoor amplification of the Muslim call to prayer has become a citywide flashpoint, raising questions about community standards, public policy, and equal treatment. The issue isn't faith, it's fairness and enforcement. In East Dearborn, residents report daily loudspeaker broadcasts, sometimes near 5:30 a.m., that carry into bedrooms and yards and exceed the city's 55 decibel nighttime cap. Families cite lost sleep and a sense that private space is invaded by unwanted messaging. Despite police monitoring, violations persist and
would you guys be cool with Muslim prayers being played throughout your cities? Would you guys be cool with that? I wouldn't. All right, guys. So this is these are the Jordan Lee Peterson shirts that we got. I'm gonna open this up and see what we got here. There's a bunch of shirts. Dude, look at this. There's a bunch in here, dude. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We got the Great White Hope. Here we go. That's BS. I live in a place that has constant Muslim call to prayer. I'm used to it, but it isn't fair overall. It looks like the body threw itself on the car. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, this one right here. This one right here. You got, is this a good decoration for Halloween? What do you guys think? I think this was pretty clever, to be honest. I think it was pretty. Church bells, okay, every 15 minutes. Church bells are bells. They're not prayers, Muslim prayers. And they give you time. That church bells are actually time. It tells you what time it is. XL Black. James, Great White Hope, baby. Let's see. Is your shirt here, James? Your XL in black? Let's see, bro. Let's see. Okay, here. Let me stand up and show you guys this stuff. Hold on. Here we go. All right. Here it is. Hold on. Here, let me get this in frame. The Great White Hope. Hold on. Let's get this opened up here. And we'll do, let me do an adjustment here. Hang on right there. It's big. It's huge now. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The Great White Hope. And here's the black one right here. Here's a black one. Let me see if I can get this in the frame. Yeah, there it is. There it is. The Great White Hope. So there, let's see. Is this yours, James? This is 5XL, so no, that's not yours. This one's mine right here. This one's mine. I got this color. And then here is another black one. This is not yours. This is a large. And then we got the orange right here. And then this one here. This is XL right here. This is yours. And on the back, it's like this. Don't be mad. There we go, guys. There it is. Hell yeah. Dude, I can't wait. Should I wear it? Hang on. Let me put this on. Hold on. Oh, here we go. There it is. Dude, it fits right. It actually fits right. This is an XL. These days, the style is like to get like more boxy, like kind of baggy looking, but this is the XL, bro. This looks good. This is it. Here's the back. Let's see if you can get it. This is good, dude. I like this. This is it, bro. I'm going to wear this to the gym. The Great White Hope.
The Great White Hope.
All right, baby. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Love it. Love it. I think so. Now that I know that it fits right. What's up, Benjamin Dante? You lying there, sweet. Looks very nice. What is this? Somebody says sickening. What's sickening? Kevin, what's sickening? You have to remind me. You have to remind these angry Democrats, don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's a Great White Hope, dude. Dude, look at this shirt. This is money, bro. This is money. I love this. Oh, Jason says the Great White Nope. Bro, this is so good. Look at this. This is so good, bro. This is it. Rick Berry says, where are you from? Southern California, Rick. Nice to meet you, buddy. Kevin, your stupidity. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The betas are back.
Beta, 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 beta male. Beta,
Kevin.
beta male.
Oh man, here we go. Here we go, guys. Guys, okay. So guys, since I got the shirts and they fit and they're right, everything's good and the material's good and all that stuff, I'm gonna order more. So where's State Line, bro? Where's State Line? Where's State Line? Because he didn't get in on it. He is still your president, like it or not. I like the black one. Keep me in mind when you get more. State Line. So that's what I'm gonna do, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and next time I put an order, I'll get you in on it too. And like I said, we're gonna do a bundle deal with them at some point. So I just got to figure out exactly what kind of deal I want to make with them, and then we'll get Jesse Lee Peterson on the show. Should we do a JLP let's see, JLP, Great White Hope for the shirt.
Did you know that real men are conservative and not liberals?
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
I think you just came up with that again, Mr. Peterson.
No, that's a reality. Did you vote for the Great White Hope?
You calling Donald Trump the Great White Hope?
That's right.
Okay, the big orange disaster is what I call him. Yeah, the big orange disaster. Do you like...
Beta, beta,
Stud Muffin.
Beta male.
Oh man, here we go. Oh, Gavin Newsom.
Black people.
Jeez.
Why you ask me that?
That makes you hate it so much.
What makes you think I hate it?
Because I've never heard you say anything good about black people.
So haven't I shown I love?
State Line sounds good, bro. Before I do it, I'm gonna make sure I hit you up and confirm with you, your size, your color, and yeah, dude, we'll get you a hat order and all that stuff, bro. So hell yeah, we'll make a little bundle deal. You the man. Thank you, bro.
Black people?
You have shown that you strongly despise black people.
By doing what?
Saying stuff like the Great White Hope. You're the first black man I've ever heard say something like that.
The Great White Hope. I have T-shirts that says the Great White Hope.
But I gotta ask
now I do too. Now we do too. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
You didn't know this about me. I call Obama the fallen messiah. He's married to Big Mama, and he's afraid of his wife.
This guy's in utter shock, bro. Look at him.
Did you know that real men are conservative and not liberals?
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
I think you just came up with that again, Mr. Peterson.
No, that's a reality. Did you vote for the Great White?
Oh man. Let me know how it washes before ordering mine in case it shrinks. Okay, I'll let you know. Miss Medication, dude, she washes clothes like twice a day. She just can't stop putting clothes in the wash. So this will get washed real soon, I'm sure. You guys are so lame. system. Let's see. How we looking? Should be good. I don't know why it does that once in a while. It shouldn't do it, but we're back. We're back. Oh, Craig. Where's Craig, bro? Craig. Oh, man. All right. So that's very interesting what he says here at the beginning. Did you guys know this?
Did you know that real men are conservative and not liberals?
Never heard
Did
of
you guys
it.
know
I
that?
think you just came
That's
up with
interesting.
that again, Mr. Peterson.
No, that's a reality. Did you vote for the Great White Hope?
You calling Donald Trump the
You
Great
got-
White Hope?
That's right.
That's right.
Okay, the big orange disaster is what I call him. Yeah, the big orange disaster.
He pulls
Do you
back,
like
bro.
black people?
He pulls
Why
back.
you asking me that?
That makes you hate it so much.
What makes you think I hate it?
Because I've never heard you say anything good about black people.
So haven't I shown I love black people?
You have shown that you strongly despise black people.
By doing what?
Saying stuff like the Great White Hope. You're the first black man I've ever heard say something like
The Great White
Hunter Biden, please, 2028. Oh man. Oh man. How about Kamala Harris and Hunter Biden as her running mate? How about that for president 2028? Oh, you know what? There's another one here I want to show you guys. How about this? Where is this at? What do you guys think about this?
Funniest thing I've heard all day. I just saw a post on Twitter saying that Trump should identify as female because it would force the liberals to either accept him as the first female president or admit that gender ideology is absolutely ridiculous. And I think that's genius. How do we pass that idea on to him? And with his sense of humor, he might be down. Come on, Trump. Come on. It would be such a power move.
Come on,
Funniest
Daddy
thing
Trump.
I've heard all day. I just saw a post on Twitter saying that Trump should identify as female because it would force the liberals to either accept him as the first female president or
The Great
admit
White
that gender ideology.
What do you guys think of that?
The Great White Hope.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Oh.
Is he a what?
I'm transgender. So you a boy? No. You a girl? No. So you nothing?
Yeah.
So you a crackhead?
Yes, out the season. So you a crackhead? Oh my goodness, guys. Jesus. Guys, I saw this and it kind of was spot on. Can you guys see that? It's hard. Let me do like that. Does that make sense right there? Is that clear enough for you? Yeah, it's so yep. All right. I'm telling you, this is spot on, bro. James, this is right there, bro. I'm telling you, it's good. It's a good one. What is all this stuff?
Just stop your crying.
Oh, can't play music. You know what happens when we play music.
See, terrorist attacks, yes, a lot of it has been Muslims. My issue is this. Can you show me a single verse in the Quran, the Hadith, and the Islamic literature where it says, go and kill innocent people?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Do you want to hear it? Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
I will cast terror into the hearts of the disbelievers. If you think that you can come here, you can lie in our faces, and that you can attack our people, then you let your people know that us Christians are not to be messed with, and you picked the wrong fight. Now I suggest you go.
Oh no, that music. I should have. Oh, man, that music is gonna get us. It's so crazy how like a little tiny bit of music will get you hit with a copyright. So it's all good. We'll keep going. This happened, apparently. Did you guys see this? So this just happened. She just cooked them, dude. That was a good one. This just happened. No more transgender surgeries for minors, guys. So all of you guys raising kids that you want to desperately make them into transgenders, no, can't do it. Not gonna let you do that. Oh, that guy goes crazy. That guy goes nuts. That guy goes nuts. Imagine being anti-colonialism and pro-Palestinian or pro-Palestine at the same time. The entire Middle East was Christian. Today, it's not. How do you think that happened? I always say that if your biggest argument is, oh, well, this land and this, that, and this, this was their land and they need their land and this, that, and the other, colonialism and, bro, I mean, it just depends how far back you want to go in history. If you want to go back a little ways, it was all Christian. If you want to go back a little bit more, it was a Persian Empire. So, who are you going to give the land back to? The whole entire region, bro, not the whole entire region. So how far back? If you really want to go back really far, we have to give all of our land back to bacteria. Bacteria was here before all of us. So what do we do? Just give it back? I went a little nuts there, but you get the point. You get the point. You get the point. How about this thing right here? Let me put this one and make it really big. Let me make this really big. Yeah, guys, we'd have to give it back to bacteria. So let me make this really big. How can I do this? Should I read this? Because this is just one of the, this shows the silliness of it all. Okay. Let me make this bigger. There we go. Crazy says, give it back to the dinosaurs. Yeah, we should clone one of the dinosaurs from DNA or whatever we have and give it back to them. Exactly. Okay, so at 5, I identified as a pirate. My parents took me to the children's hospital. My eye was removed for the patch. One leg was amputated below the knee for my peg leg. A hand was removed for the hook. My pronouns are P and irate. Arr, matey. This is the degeneracy, if that's a word. The degeneracy. That's where we're at. That's where we're at, guys. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We talked about this the other day. We're talking about, who pays for what, welfare and all that kind of stuff. And this is one of the realities that people don't ever want to look at when they say, oh, we need to tax the rich even more. It's like, oh, really? Well, did you know the top 1% paid 40% of federal income tax? The bottom 50% paid only 3%. You guys aware of that? Those of you that are trying to tell everyone, oh, we need to tax the rich even more. Oh, we need to tax the rich. Yeah, that's the way that's going to solve all of our problems. Bro, top 1% paid 40%. Bottom 50, which is where the majority of everyone falls into, the bottom 50 paid only 3%. So Sir Stud says only Diddy can save us now. Oh man. Zom GT Forley. Can you fact check this live? What do you want to fact check, buddy? Did you say something? I'm trying to read your chats here. Did you say something earlier? Thank you, Jen, for being on top of the chat. Good looking out. I don't see. Oh, Zom, you're talking to me to what Bet David says? Oh, of course I can. I already know this. This is stuff that I've already researched, but he just put it out in a thing here. So let me do this. I can ask. Should I ask ChatGPT? How do you want me to fact check it, bro? What would satisfy you? How about that? A Google search? ChatGPT? Should I do that? I could do that. Let's do ChatGPT. Yeah? Since you haven't answered yet. Nah, Google? Okay, Google. So what should I say? How much... Here, let me just speak it. How much federal income tax did the top 1% pay in 2024? Let's just say what percentage of, yes, like this. And let me put this in here for you. So here you go. Here's a fact check for you, buddy. I just did it live for you. You can do it yourself, but I just did it for all of us. Here you go. It says here, based on the most recent IRS data for 2022 tax year, the top 1% of earners paid 40.4% of all federal income tax. This is a smaller share than the 45% they paid in 2021. So it was 45, now it's 40. Does that satisfy you? This is real data, bro. I don't think Patrick Bet David would put something that he would not have already checked. And you know, as I told you, I already look into, you know, taxes and that kind of stuff. You know, that's a big thing that I always look into, because I'm always trying to, you know, be knowledgeable about like welfare programs and where our money goes and is it helping and how much are we paying and all that kind of stuff. Zom says I'm gonna look up the 3%. Yeah, look it up, bro. James says, oh, it's over 40. It's really 40.4. Thanks for the fact check. Hell yeah, bro. Always, dude, always. I did the fact check, bro, and there it is. It's legit, bro. This is legit right here. This is real, guys. We just fact checked it for you. It's real. The top 1% paid over 40% of all federal income tax. The bottom 50% of all of us paid only 3%. It's wild, dude. And then you want to run around saying that let's tax the rich even more because that's going to help solve all of our problems. You know what you end up doing? You end up making people want to make less to the point where they don't have to pay the tax. Or you just demotivate people from making money. When you take all their money, if I know going out there and making more money means you're just going to take it from me, well, then why would I do that? Why would you do that? Doesn't make sense, bro. That's why they say communism doesn't work. Capitalism works. It actually works. So, here's something that I'm sure we're all aware of. Here, let's just play this real quick. Here we go.
So in a recent interview, Hermione expressed how at 35 years old, she is feeling the pressure of getting married. Not only that, but she stated, and I quote, that this pressure of getting married at 35 is a form of violence.
What? Huh?
So grandmama asking you at the, let's say, Thanksgiving dinner, "Where is your man?" is now being seen by some as a form of violence. See, this is a problem with the wokety woke thing in general. They take language, they flip it, twist it, and reverse it, giving it new meaning or no meaning at all.
Hey, wasn't that in a rap song? Flip it, twist it, and reverse it?
Right? These are the same people who were celebrating the actual violence leading to the death of a man in real life that actually happened, whilst stating that the pressure of marriage is a form of actual violence.
Johnny Boy says, capitalism has gone too far. I highly disagree. Capitalism is what creates the greatest inventions and eventually will create some, well, I mean, it does a lot of things, but when you have this level of capitalism, capitalism is free markets. You know, we all, the market decides and everything works out, and we end up creating phenomenal things, new inventions, and we have things like, obviously, a lot of you will disagree here. We have Elon Musk trying to find ways to get to Mars in case something happens to Earth. Crazy stuff can happen, but it won't happen if you try to cap it. If you try to put a lid on something, how are you going to put a lid on it, first of all? Second of all, when you try to put a lid on it, you stop it from growing, bro. Capitalism is what gave you your brand new phone. Shadow of Mike. Shadow of Mike, bro. You're absolutely right. Capitalism is what got you your phone. Go ahead and put a cap on it so we can still have rotary phones where you go like this. Oh, dude. Oh, man.
You can't make it make sense. So in a recent...
So, yeah. Yep. Do you guys think that we should do something about the violence in Chicago? Or just, no, just keep letting this happen? What do you think? What do you guys think? Let's see who's a...
Beta.
Let's see who's a...
Beta. Beta.
Johnny Boy, capitalism also paved the way for corporations to rule the populace and give up jobs to other countries, leaving Americans people stranded. Corporations to rule the populace. What do you mean by that? Help us understand, bro. Also, have you read the study Trends to Economic? No, but I have read Thomas Sowell and Milton Friedman. I suggest reading those two, learning about what they have to say. Why do all YouTubers only read 5% of the messages? Let me put it to you this way. The Screeching Pickle. Let me put it to you this way. Back when I was talking to myself, starting this channel, and there was literally nobody in here but me, just talking to myself, there was no chats. When one person showed up and dropped one chat, I was reading 100% of the chats. When there was 10 people in my chat, I was reading 100% of the chats. Right now, it gets to a point where I can't read every single chat and be doing all these different things that I'm running right now. So it's a lot of, I mean, unless, you know, you want to come and you know, manage all of my stuff that I'm doing so I don't have to do all this other stuff, you know, then that's a different story. How about this?
Administration, the Bush administration, has done nothing to control the problem that we have. We've had 5 million undocumented workers come over the borders since George Bush took office. It has become an extraordinary problem, and the reason the American people are concerned is because they are seeing their own economic position slip away. And oftentimes, employers are exploiting these undocumented workers. They're not paying the minimum wage. They're not observing worker safety laws. And so what we have to do is create a comprehensive solution to the problem. Now, I have already stated that as president, I will make sure that we finally have the kind of border security that we need. That's step number one. Step number two is to take on employers. Right now, an employer has more of a chance of getting hit by lightning than be prosecuted for hiring an undocumented worker. That has to change. They have to be held accountable. Administration.
That was pretty interesting. I've never heard that one. Jen, thank you. You're absolutely right. I'm watching two chats, and I actually don't even watch one of the chats. Poor State Line gets left out sometimes, man. Sorry, bro. This is the other chat right here. Yeah, sometimes I leave them behind. So that was interesting. Do you guys, does anyone have any idea how many people Barack Obama deported? Without Googling it, can you call it out? How many people did Barack Obama deport? Let's see if you guys know that. And there's a clip I have too. Let's see if you guys know that. The source pickle says 0. You guys are right. Fish Guru, JMO, TTCPM. You guys are right. 3 million people. Donald Trump. Do you guys think Donald Trump will even be able to catch up to how many people Barack Obama deported? That was a lot of people. That was a lot of people he deported. I'm trying to pull up a clip for that right now, which is an interesting clip. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? 3.5. James says 3.5 million. Yeah. Yeah. He deported a lot of people, dude. He deported a lot of people, I gotta say. What is this? This is an old one.
To be fair, this is actually...
I was being fair.
No, this is a huge Democratic Party problem. If you look at Democratic cities, they are terribly run. They have incredibly high taxes. It is impossible to build, so the cost of housing... Let me finish. I give you a chance. Cost of housing is crazy in places like New York and Chicago. If you look at Democratic states, you go look at New York versus Florida, okay? Roughly the same population. The budget of New York State is twice that of Florida. What do they have? Streets paved with gold? I live in New York. I pay the highest taxes in New York. You get nothing for it. And I think that is the image people have of the Democratic Party. Lots of taxes, lots of regulation, but nothing gets done.
Hey,
and I think
I live in L.A.
Right. Listen, the Democrats have to own this and realize the answer to everything is not more taxes, more regulation. People are fed up of that, and they feel that it isn't working. To be fair,
I think he has a great point there. Oh, here's another one that's so good. This is a really, really good one that I sometimes forget about how good this is, but it's every time I watch. Here we go.
I didn't know that about you.
What do you know?
That you're a musician. But that's why I'm interviewing you today, so I can get to know you.
So I'm a musician.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck that mean? Make magic or something? What is musician?
I think you're confusing that.
Yeah, I'm not no musician. I make music. I make music. And that's not all I do. I make music, I act. I'm a TV star too, a young mogul.
Dang it, they put music over it. I'm going to get hit with copyright. I got to pull this one up. I'm a musician, not a magician. Hold on. Let me just pull this up, bro. That's too good. Yes, this is the one. This is the one right here. Here we go.
Baby, one thing about me is everybody know I'm super with a good coochie, so I always make a lot of money.
That's amazing. I didn't know that about you.
What do you know?
That you're a musician. But that's why I'm interviewing you today, so I can get to know you.
So I'm a musician.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck that mean? Make magic or something? What is musician?
I think you're confusing that.
Yeah, I'm not no musician. I make music. I make music. And that's not all I do. I make music, I act. I'm a TV star too, a young mogul.
Just really quick, I think you're confusing.
I'm not confusing nothing because you don't know. You thought that all I was a magician or whatever the fuck you said.
See, that's what I think you think I said.
No,
I said musician, not magician.
I don't think, baby, I don't think. What is that? That's ghetto. I don't think. I know.
So you
think.
I didn't say magician, Suki. I said musician. And I think you are a musician.
No, baby, I do music.
So you just really quick, for the record, could you say you don't think you're a musician?
I'm not none of that.
But then after that, you just said I do music.
Yeah, I do music.
So in other words, you're a musician.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
It's black people, and there's niggas.
That is not a skit, bro. That was an actual interview. But nice try, Sauce Jones. That was not a skit. That was pretty wild. And it's every time I watch it, it gets me. Oh man. Yep. All right. So the other one that I was going to show you was actually Piers Morgan. Right here, guys.
He blank in a blanketed way.
Hold on,
depicted
this thing has music too, man. Jeez, this is just okay. Joy Reid, right here. Give me the quick one. Where's the quick one? Here we go.
I mean, look, let's be honest. I don't think you were fired after all those years because of your skin color or because you're a black woman. I think you were fired because your show just got increasingly unpopular. It happens all the time in TV. That's why you got let go. Why play the race card?
First of all, I love the fact that your play the race card is your version of the race card. You literally are so fixated on trying to racialize conversations with me, Piers, that I find it actually quite charming.
You racialize more conversations in your tenure at MSNBC than any host in history.
All right, Mark. All right, Piers. And the bottom line is you take an entire conversation that I had with Mark Lamont Hill and pick the bits that you can racialize because this is your shtick. And I get that this is your shtick.
You racialize everything, Joy. Come on.
I get it. I understand this is your shtick, Piers. And listen, game recognizes game. I get this is your game.
It's not my shtick.
And the bottom line,
it was your shtick.
It is your shtick, and everyone knows that it is. Piers, we understand what it is. And it is so interesting to me that you.
He's right. She racialized everything she talked about was how she always talked about how race played into every single thing. And now that she got blown out, she's now blaming it on her race. And it's like, dude, I think it was not your race. It was the fact that you all you did was make everything about race and people got bored of it.
You yourself.
And he's right here.
It's your stick.
Piers, we
people
understand
got bored
what
with
it is. And it is so interesting to me that you yourself, as a white European, find that when people of color talk about race, that you believe is racializing conversations. But when people like you fixate on, well, Barack Obama was a black president, why don't you object to that? That is racializing a conversation about the former president of the United States. But you can't put your, and I'm sure you find that charming and funny.
I find it hilarious because you're the one. You're the one who said Donald Trump.
You and your friend Donald Trump.
You said Donald Trump is a white fascist.
Are so. He is a well. I agree
and
with
yet
Mark
when Obama
Milley,
did the same thing,
last time I checked,
I'm not allowed to mention his skin color.
Now watch this part. Let me get the right clip that I'm looking for because it's on deportations. Hold on. Let me just put this in deportation. Hopefully we get one without music. Right. Here we go.
This is a perfect example of the abundant hypocrisy.
Hold on. Where is it at? Okay, here we go. I think this is it.
Immigrants, again, with Nazi terminology, vermin.
Well, let's leave Nazis.
Again, with the music. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Where is this at? Where is this at?
Do you know how many people he deported?
Since Marco Rubio
hang on.
joined the Gang of Eight.
Do you know how many people Barack Obama deported in 8 years?
I don't know and don't care.
Well,
you
hang
tell
on,
me.
hang on. You don't know and you don't care. You've just given me...
Because it's not the
you've
issue.
just given, hang on,
You're
hang
trying
on,
to
hang
make
on.
the issue the
Hang
southern
on,
border.
Joy. You've
The
just given me...
point is,
Joy,
Donald, no,
Joy,
no, the point is...
Joy, you've just given me...
I'm sure going to tell me it's your main issue.
You've just given me
but it's not my main issue.
You've
Please.
just given me a lengthy monologue attacking Donald Trump's aggressive deportation policy. Do you condemn Barack Obama's deportation policy, given that he deported more people, let me finish, more people than any American president in history?
What an absolutely disingenuous argument,
Wow.
Piers.
Do you know how many people he deported?
Since Marco Rubio
hang on.
joined the Gang of Eight.
Do you know how many people Barack Obama deported in 8 years?
I don't
That full piece is what we need to see. And
do you think, folks? All right. Do you think the way that they're currently doing that they should have win? You'll get a free consultation
on
everything.
This is how
Joy,
you roll.
come on.
I get it. I understand this is your shtick, Piers. And listen, game recognizes game. I get this is
It's
your
not
game.
my shtick.
And the bottom line,
it was your
It
shtick.
is your shtick, and everyone knows that it is.
Hang on.
The number of people coming over the southern border illegally, and under Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, over a 4-year period, as many as 10 million people are believed to have come over the southern border illegally. Now, you must surely think that the Trump way of securing the southern border is better for the United States than the Biden way.
First of all, if those are Donald Trump's numbers about how many people came in over the southern border, I don't buy them at all.
What numbers do you buy?
Anything Donald Trump said.
What numbers do you buy?
And let me go on.
Well, how many do you think it was?
Let's just say it was.
Well, Joy, how many do you think it was?
No.
So, guys, now we know it's been confirmed. It's well over 10 million. We know that now in hindsight. Okay, we know that it's over 10 million, and it's closer to 20 million. And people say there's no way to find out exactly how many. Could be upwards of that, because everything happened unchecked. We have no idea who came in. So let me play this.
I wanted to see what you were with the principle of deporting undocumented. America, I've lived and worked there for 20 years. My view is that most Americans, I think instinctively, do not have a problem with the principle of deporting undocumented workers who commit crimes in the United States. Would you have a problem with that as a policy?
As a policy, if people get a hearing and they go through a process, sure. But that is not what's happening.
No, I'm going to come to the next bit.
Hold on, that is not what's
Joy,
happening.
I'm going to finish my point.
It's not what's happening.
I wanted to see what you were prepared to agree with me about, because I think it's healthy to the debate, right? So we both agree about that, which is good. Now, I don't think that they should have pressed the button on deporting as many illegal immigrants who are there undocumented, but who've not committed crimes in the way that they're currently doing. That they should have sorted first.
Kindian says U.S. and Europe have loads of money and resources to address and integrate them into society. No. We need to do it right, and we need to do it at our own pace. We don't have to accept immigration illegally and at everyone else's pace that they want to set for us. I think we have the right to set our own pace for how many people come in. And if they come in, they should come legally, be checked, and we should know who is coming in and how many.
First of all, people who are in the country illegally who commit crimes and deported them. Everyone would agree with it. But I agree with you. The wholesale pulling of people off the street who may have been in America for many years, got families in America who pay taxes in America. You know, you only have to talk to farmers to understand the devastating impact this may have. So on that, I would agree with you. But I also think that, and I hope you would agree, that Donald Trump has pretty much stopped completely the number of people coming over the southern border illegally. And under Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, over a 4-year period, as many as 10 million people are believed to have come over the southern border illegally.
Mac Roar agrees. Thank you. Yep. If they want to come in the right way, they are more than welcome to come. I agree, Mac. Just like my parents did. My parents did it the right way. They came in here legally. I mean, it is what it is. James is absolutely right. Yep. Mac agrees. I think he said the same thing. He says, you're spot on, medication. That is not how my family got in. Agree. Politically delusional. 10 million. I am not a violent woman, but I am but I have an itchy fist. What does it say here? The guy lies to himself. He can't tell us the truth. Jerry, what are you trying to say, bro? Please explain. Jerry, it seems like you do a lot of accusing, but you have no actual conversation or you don't tell you like what you're trying to say. You just created a false narrative. What false narrative? This guy lies to himself. What did I lie about? Explain. Instead of just, actually just talk, bro. You can just speak. Instead of like name calling or pointing fingers, speak. We're having a discussion.
Now, you must surely think that the Trump way of securing the southern border is better for the United States than the Biden way.
First of all, if those are Donald Trump's numbers about how many people came in over the southern border, I don't buy them at all.
What numbers do you buy?
Anything Donald Trump said.
What numbers do you buy?
And let me go on.
Well, how many do you think it was?
Let's just say it was.
Well, Joy, how many do you think it was?
No, let's just say I'm going to stipulate to you. Let's just say it was 10 million people. Are you asking your viewers to believe that 10 million?
State line. What's it? State line. They want instant gratification by exploiting our economy and benefits for their own gain, not as a collective. That's why they won't go about it properly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's not sustainable, and citizenship is based on added value, not value taken. I like that, bro. I like that. It's not sustainable, and citizenship is based on added value, not value taken. Very good. Very good point. What's up, Vico? Very good point.
People were in the country raping and robbing rather than working on farms, working on construction sites.
No, I didn't say that.
We have to recall.
Thank you, James. Exactly right. Jerry does it again. He doesn't say anything. He just calls names and says random things without actually explaining himself. Like here, too much misinformation. What misinformation? What misinformation? Jen says, Medi, play Arnold Schwarzenegger clip from The View when he shut down Joy Reid about immigration. I'll do that right after this. I'll do that. Okay, remind me, please.
Call that there. So again, being in the United States without documents is a civil offense. It is not a felony. And so the reality is, if it was 10 million people, we have to ask ourselves, what is the pull? America has always run, from the time that people who looked like me were enslaved, on cheap labor, on free labor to start itself as an empire, and then on a constant pull of cheaper and cheaper labor. That is a pull that is pulling people over. And then, of course, there's the push of the destabilization in Central and South American countries that is the pull. push. That push-pull is a fact of life, and it was a fact of life when Donald Trump was president the first time.
But what's that got to do with how many come over the southern border illegally?
The difference is now, if you let's say where you end all undocumented migration to the United States, all that would do is put a burden on the pull part of it, because you have industries that desperately rely on farm labor, on construction labor,
but why shouldn't you have a system?
That's not
but Joy, why
raising it to zero does nothing to change my life.
Joy,
for the better.
Why shouldn't people?
But what it's done is
why shouldn't people? Let me just ask you, why shouldn't people do what I had to do when I wanted to live and work in America? I mean, just go through a proper process and get accepted to be allowed to come into the United States.
Yeah.
That is how a normal, well-controlled border works.
Yeah.
So what you seem to be suggesting is that because America's economy needs a lot of workers, we should simply have a system where anyone can come in. And if that's not your belief, then how would you regulate the southern border?
I'm going to say to you that if the policy were applied the same across the board, that would be one thing. It's not. Marco Rubio's grandfather didn't do it the right way. He overstayed an order of deportation, stayed anyway, and was allowed to remain in the country. Elon Musk's brother says, and Elon Musk disputes it, but Elon Musk's brother said they overstayed their student visa, started a business which would have been illegal for someone on a student visa, were allowed to stay. They are white migrants, and somehow that was okay. What we're seeing is a selective enforcement of this outrage. If the person is brown, they need to be rounded up and put into quote-unquote alligator Alcatraz, a concentration camp in Florida. If the person is white, we let them start a business and become Elon Musk. What's happening is that Stephen Miller has
exactly, man. She just made it into a racial thing.
Said he wants 3,000 people a day rounded up, and he has said he doesn't care where they have to get them. He wants ICE going into Home Depot. He wants them going on construction sites, going onto farms, and dragging.
Josh, I remember when Piers Morgan said, "Well, what if I feel like right now I want to be a black lesbian?" I remember that was great. I'll try to find that too after the Schwarzenegger one.
Brown people and into detention. They're putting people in private prisons that are unregulated by the federal government. We've heard stories of people eating rotten food, having to use.
But you still haven't told me what you would do
for the restroom. And so the reality is, what we have right now is we have a system of literal terrorism against brown migrants simply because Stephen Miller does not want them in the country.
As you know, they're not all brown, as you know.
Well, the vast majority are.
Well, but you haven't answered my question also. If you were running the southern border, if you were in charge, if you were the...
We're getting to the part which is the real reason why I pulled this clip up. We're getting to that part right now. And I agree with Rob James. Can't stand these race hustlers. Thank you, Rob. W Rob. Here we go. Ready? Boom. Oh.
Borders are, what would you do? Would you let them all in, or would you stop some of them coming in?
The first thing that I would do is to look at some of the actual legislation that's been put on the table before. You have a very small number of immigration judges who deal with people who are presenting themselves for asylum, which, by the way, is perfectly legal. It is legal to present yourself for asylum, but there are scarcely any judges doing that work. Multiple times, bipartisan, members of Congress, the House and Senate, have tried to pass legislation that would increase the number of those judges. If you actually had enough people to adjudicate asylum cases at the border, it would make that easier. I've actually been to the southern border and looked at the process and looked at the previous version of detention that Donald Trump did in his first term. First of all, it was horrific, and it was abusive to children. But
you was outraged by Barack Obama's deportation program of over
absolutely. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And I think that Barack Obama made some compromises that I do not think were morally sound in order to try to lure Republicans into doing the immigration reform.
Do you know how many people he deported?
Since Marco Rubio
Here we go.
joined the Gang of Eight.
Do you know how many people Barack Obama deported in 8 years?
I'm sure you're going to tell me.
Well, why don't you guess?
I don't know and don't care.
Well, hang on. You don't know and you don't care. You've just given me...
Because it's not the issue. You're
hang
trying to make the issue the southern border.
Here we go.
Joy.
No. The point is...
Joy.
Here we go.
Was not dragging women and
let me finish.
nursing babies apart and taking
Joy, you've just given me.
I'm sure going to tell me it's your main issue.
You've just given me
but it's not my main issue. My main issue is that what we're seeing.
I'm trying to finish my sentence. You've just given me a lengthy monologue attacking Donald Trump's aggressive deportation policy. And I've simply said to you, there was a Democrat, a black Democrat president of the United States for 8 years. I'm simply asking, given that you're obviously all over every detail of the Trump deportation policy, and given you were on the airwaves in America on a daily basis through Obama's tenure, how many people did he deport in 8 years?
I do not know. You'll tell me. I'm sure.
Have a guess.
But it's probably more than 1 million people. I'm quite certain.
Have a
because
guess.
I think each 2 million.
Right, it was 3 million.
Okay. And your point being what?
My point
What's
being,
the point?
are you as shocked by that as you are claiming to be by Trump? If you're stressed about back taxes,
Exactly.
On your taxes.
It is not deportations
Many of them were
themselves that
brown.
are shocking. Wait a minute. Can I answer your question?
The majority were brown.
One moment. It is not deportation in and of itself that is what is shocking to people. There are two things that are shocking. Number one, well, I'll do three. One, it is not deportation to render someone to a third-party country they have no connection to.
I agree.
Rendering people, yes, but they deported more than 200 people, 70% of. Number
Obama
two,
deported more people than any president in American history.
If someone receives, Piers, my family are immigrants. If there's a deportation process, at the end of that adjudication, you are deemed to be deportable. And
all right, let's go to.
No, but you're missing my point, Joy. Boy, I'm trying to politely ask you: do you condemn?
Is different from what we're seeing now.
But here's my point: in the interest of fairness, do you condemn Barack Obama's deportation policy, given that he deported more people? Let me finish. More people than any American president in history in his 8 years.
What an absolutely disingenuous argument, Piers, because what people are yes. No, I'm gonna explain it if you'll allow me.
You didn't even know how many he deported.
Because I just said that, first of all, I think it was a moral compromise that I disagree with vehemently.
A moral
that Barack
compromise.
Obama made to try to lure Republicans who were never going to really come to the table for immigration reform. I disagree with what he did. But if there's a process for deportation, that's one thing.
Okay.
If you are rendering people with no process, if you are rendering them to third parties, and if you are kidnapping them off the streets, as if this is 1930s Germany or South Africa in the 1980s, that is what I find objectionable and I find fundamentally fascist, and will stand by that every day. What Donald Trump is doing is a moral horror.
I hear you.
And if you can't see that, I don't know what to tell you.
I hear you. All I tell you is that Obama deported a hell of a lot more people
but that
than
isn't
Trump,
the issue. The issue
and most
is,
of them were
was there a
brown. And
process
last time
for
I checked, Barack
deportation?
Obama isn't white. So it may not be
And
a
what does
race
that have
thing
to
in
do
the
with
way
Barack Obama
you're
being
telling
black?
me.
Now, you're the one
That's
obsessed.
the point. They're trying to make it about a race thing. White man is deporting brown man, and it's not. When you had brown man in the presidency, he deported all man. So that was the point, because she's a race hustler. She is a race hustler.
That's amazing.
Where's our other one, bro? Where's our other one?
Are you out of your cotton picking mind? Are you out of your cotton picking mind? Are you out of your cotton picking mind?
I got my sound bites, bro. So here we go. So here is the one that someone in the chat said, is Piers Morgan a black lesbian? And this is, I think, the clip he's talking about.
Identify as a woman. Anyone can, right?
I don't see a problem with
Just literally put the hand up and say I'm a woman.
But it's not.
Identify as a woman. Anyone can, right?
I don't see a problem with.
Just literally put the hand up and say I'm a woman.
But it's not an easy thing to do, to go out into
Actually,
the world.
it's very easy. Very easy.
You might think it's easy to say, but to decide to do that, to say
What
this
does
is
doing
who,
it involve?
Whatever that
Here we
person
go.
decides,
Watch
to
this.
go out into the
Makeup?
world and say, I don't identify as perhaps the sex I
So
was
why
born
can't
as.
I
It's not-
identify? Okay, why can't I identify as a black lesbian?
Well, firstly, I mean, it was.
I'm serious. I'm serious. If I can identify as anything without any need to prove I'm actually what that is, why can't I, on International Women's Day, say I'm Piers Morgan, I'm a black lesbian?
I think taking it to a kind of absurd status.
I think that's what.
About quite a
with
strong
respect, I think that
change.
you'd already opened the absurdity door by saying it is limitless. You can do what you like. Anyone can say I'm a woman. So I simply ask you, why can't I identify as a woman?
Yeah. Phenomenal point. Phenomenal point. So can I just right now decide I want to identify as a black lesbian? Can I do that? How absurd would that be? How absurd is that? All right, let's go to what Jen was saying, because I don't think
it threatened. In the 90s, fun together, and so we were schmoozing, and then I said,
here we go. Wow, now we're getting to the good part. This is 100% true. I agree with this. 100. Good one. I think this is another reel. I think I gotta make a reel out of this. That was a good one right there. Let's keep. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Oh man. All right. That was a good one. I'm gonna save that clip. Boom. And the time on that, so I can make a clip, make a reel out of that. Sweet. Everyone who agrees should give the illegal immigrants a room in their home. A room in their home. You can't just go to another country without them knowing. Why do people think it should be different here? W green substance, bro. W, bro. 100%. When you're a guest, just like being a guest in someone's home.
They're a part of the conversation about, did you just say trans people are messed up?
Yeah, they're like abnormal. You know, like they've been traumatized. God. Why would you not identify what a real woman is? Because people who are confused about who they are might be offended when you might be able to help them by really identifying what a woman is and what a man is, and they may think about it and overcome their traumas.
Did you just say real woman?
Right.
So you think that there are women that aren't real women?
Yes.
Okay, like what?
A lesbian.
A lesbian's not a real
transgender.
woman?
Do you think men who take off the body parts and put on women body parts, you know, like breasts and all that, and put on dresses, are they women or are they still, are they women or are they still men?
Sorry, ask the question again.
You know how there are transgenders?
Uh-huh.
Let me do this. Transgenders now, and they're confused about their identity. So you heard of Bruce Jenner, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all know Bruce is a man. Well, he took off the body part. Where you going?
I'm leaving.
Why are you leaving?
Because.
What?
Because what you're saying is extremely offensive, and I'm not going to sit here for it.
Come and tell me why.
Nope.
You're running?
Yep.
She ran when he said Bruce Jenner is a guy? Isn't that just what, I mean, isn't that just reality?
And they're confused about their identity. So you heard of Bruce Jenner, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all know Bruce is a man. Well, he took off the body part. Where you going?
I'm leaving.
Why are you leaving?
Because.
Oh, man.
What?
Because what you're saying is extremely offensive, and I'm not going to sit here for it.
Come and tell me why.
Nope.
You're running?
Yep.
You said,
and somehow or another, they get these crazy ideas in their head. There's
Joe
something
Biden?
called police brutality or injustice.
Did you just do this? Did you give quotations for police brutality
Right.
as though it's some mythological monster like it's the Loch Ness?
Yes.
No, police brutality is an absolute positively
not true.
Factual.
Not
okay.
true. Do they have a right to protest at your private company, your business?
Not a private.
Do they have a?
This one right here, Jen? Or, I'm sorry, not Jen. Cigano. This one right here?
When Dr. Jill becomes a Surgeon General, his wife.
Yeah,
Joe Biden's wife, because she, you know, he would never do it, but she's a hell of a doctor. She's an amazing doctor.
I thought she was a doctor and
PhD.
Yeah, I don't know.
I could be wrong.
Maybe
I thought she was.
yeah,
I think
she's a teacher, but you know.
What? She's a teacher, bro, not an actual doctor. She calls herself doctor. Say that. Hold on. Go back again.
And Dr. Jill becomes a Surgeon General. His wife.
Yeah.
Because Joe Biden's wife, because she, you know, he would never do it, but she's a hell of a doctor. She's an amazing doctor.
I thought she was a doctor and
PhD.
Yeah, I don't know.
I could be wrong.
Maybe
I thought she was.
yeah,
I think
she's
a teacher, but you know.
She's a teacher, but you know what? No, I don't know. Please explain. Oh my God, bro. What is going on, bro? What are we talking about right now? Oh, bro, we are in the Twilight Zone, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. State Line says, I'm not a doctor, but I can play one on TV. I also stayed at a Holiday Inn in Express once. Oh my God. Let's look this up. Jill Biden, what kind of doctor is she? Let's see here. Jill Biden holds a Doctor of Education degree in educational leadership from the University of Delaware, where she received in 2007. Her dissertation was titled Student Retention at the Community College. Let me make this bigger so you guys can see. She is not a medical doctor. It says right here. Guys, can you say Twilight Zone? Oh my goodness, guys. Oh man. This is too good.
A right to do that.
Absolutely.
Oh, they do. And you agree with that,
It's
Ty?
not against the law.
You agree with that, Ty?
Yes.
No. And somehow or another, they get these crazy ideas in their head. There's something called police brutality or injustice.
Did you just do this? Did you give quotations from police brutality
Right.
as though it's some mythological monster like it's the Loch Ness?
Yes.
No, police brutality is an absolute positively
not true.
Factual.
Not
okay.
true. Do they have a right to protest at your private company, your business?
Not a private.
Do they have a right to do that?
Absolutely.
Oh, they do. And you agree with that,
It's
Ty?
not against the law.
You agree with that, Ty?
And it's not against the law, dude.
Do you agree with that, Ty?
Yeah.
You do. Okay.
Ty is just sitting there. He's like, oh, what's going on right now, bro? Oh, no.
Okay. See, this is why you people are suffering.
He's got the deer in the headlights look on his face.
Because you don't want to do the right thing. You're on the wrong side of right.
It's funny that you said right. It is literally his constitutional right to peaceful protest. It's his right. There's a piece of paper that was written.
Is that the Constitution?
Yeah. And then it says you have the right to protest. It literally says, it uses the word right.
Not at work. They should have put not at work for black people.
But they didn't.
They didn't put it.
Did you say for black people? What about white people?
Oh, God, bro, I loved it.
Say Colin Kaepernick, you're glad.
Jesse goes, they should have put not at work. Bro, like I forgot who it was said in the chat. Nobody can match Jesse's level of trigonometry.
He doesn't have a job. I just go.
He turned his back on this country.
He turned his back on the flag. It's not against the country. It's not against the flag. Anybody that watches this, it's not about the. It's not about this. It's not about the military.
It is.
It's not about the flag.
Yes, it is.
It's not about a song that is a racist song.
Oh.
Yep, Sagano, you're absolutely right. He's the founder of White History Month and the Great White Hope.
The Great White Hope.
Right here. Right here, baby. Look. Look at this, bro. Woo. The Great White Hope. Yes. The shirts are here, baby. The shirts are here. They are in. We are in business.
It's a racist song if you listen to the next stanza, but nobody wants to address that. It is about police brutality and racial injustice. He said it 15, 20 times, but for some reason, the people in a bubble like you, for some reason just go, I know I heard the truth, but I don't want to hear it. Like you're an adult that's going la, 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 just like Trump supporters, those Trump tards, and they're a bunch of fucking Trump tards. They go into this bullshit bubble and don't listen to reality. They're hypocrites. Their hypocrisy is fucking amazing. Are you kidding me?
Gender.
Dude got triggered.
Beta male, beta male. Beta. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yes. Oh man.
Dysphoria is a medically recognized.
Are you kidding me?
Gender dysphoria is a medically recognized thing that some people go through.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
Do you believe that?
What?
What she just stated.
Are you saying that
Gender dysphoria is
meaning that is a mental illness that needs to be dealt with?
Yeah, I mean, we could call it that. Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Yeah, I agree with you. It is a mental illness.
Right, and we should. So if
he is lighting them up right now, bro. Wow, you can see the elevation of the trigonometry. It's going up.
someone's experiencing that, then obviously, like, as their brothers and sisters, families and friends, we need to be there to support them, etc.
Meaning not support them and accepting it as a norm, but to show them how to overcome it, right? Right, Lauren?
Well, I mean, when it comes to,
Lauren,
okay, so
what
the
is
thing.
wrong with you?
Well, what
You're
gender
like,
dysphoria?
Your Christianity is...
Sir, do you recognize that in all of the existence of humanity, that gays have always existed, that transgender people
Wait, hang on,
always
let me
existed?
ask you
There's
this.
been nothing that has ever changed that.
Masks are important because even video is manipulated. There is no reason why you should go to a protest knowing there's photographers on both sides and will use your personal image however they want. It's idiotic to not wear a mask.
So the Klansmen did the right thing by wearing the hood?
Sure.
Oh,
sure.
okay.
If they want to hide the fact that they're racist, of course it was the right thing.
So it sounds like, and I didn't notice, this
is the next shirt we got to get, bro. This shirt right here, guys. There is no such thing as racism. Look at the shirt. Look at that. There is no such thing as racism. Prove me wrong. That's what it should say. Prove me wrong on the bottom of the shirt. Right there. Maybe at some point we got to make our own shirts, but for now we're gonna get some Jesse Lee Peterson shirts. There is no such thing as racism.
Sound like you support Antifa and Black Lives Matter. You support them.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Do you support the quote-unquote white supremacist group who try to protect themselves from Black Lives Matter and Antifa? Do you support them?
That didn't happen.
No, I'm asking you, do you support them?
Your friends are the violent ones.
No, you're not answering the question. Do you support them to defend themselves?
Your question is based on something unreal.
No,
So
the
I'm
question
not
is to learn. I'm trying to learn. I told you I'm black and slow.
Bro, you're not trying. Bro, you're playing a role, and you are absolutely not trying to learn.
No, I am. I really am. So I just want to know: do you support the so-called?
The answer is no.
H safety narc. The narc is in here. You're doing a bad job and deserve to be outed as a goof and a downright. Who are you talking about? Help us understand. No such thing as isms. Tim Ark, thank you. No such thing as isms. No such thing as Islamophobia. No such thing. And I'll ask you guys again. If I don't want to date Muslim women, am I racist? H says, you dumb goober. H, talk to us. What don't you agree with, buddy? Or girl, or they, them, or it, or I don't know, Zer, whatever you call those. I don't know. Please explain. Random says, if he was a goof, is he not outing himself doing the stream? So then he should keep streaming. Good point, Random. Good point, bro. JMO says, no, Islam isn't a race. Okay, JMO, if I decide that I don't want to date Arab women, am I racist? Yeah, there we go. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go.
But do you agree it's time to end this type? Come back. Come back. Don't go. But do you agree it's...
JMO says, is Arab a race? Okay, let's get more specific. If I decide I don't want to date Palestinian women, am I racist? I'll wait for you. We'll wait.
It's time to end this type of...
Oh, you know what? That's another question. Is Palestinian a race? Sorry, my bad. If I decide I don't want to date Somalian women, am I racist? Miss JJ says it's your choice. I agree. It's my prerogative. Yep. It's my choice. It's called preference. It's not an ism. Is Californian a race? Good question. It's my prerogative. It's my preference. Be intentional. Explain yourself. Explain yourself. Tell me what you want to explain, bro. We'll explain it. Let's go. Let's go. If I don't want to date Muslim women, am I Islamophobic?
For this crazy so-called women. And look at the women in the movement. Nobody...
Cruiser, Palestinians are not a race. That's why I said so. That's why I had to back that one up. So if I don't want to date Somalis, am I racist? If I don't want to date women from United Arab Emirates, am I racist? No.
Want them anyway. I think they're mad because no one wants them. They're like lesbians, and they're fat, they're ugly, they're short hair. Nobody wants them. I think they're mad about that. Wouldn't you agree?
No, I wouldn't. Sorry. I think we're talking past each other.
What do you mean?
Biss Flaps has a point.
In this type of this crazy so-called women. And look at the women in the movement. Nobody wants them anyway. I think they're mad because no one wants them. They're like lesbians, and they're fat, they're ugly, they're short hair. Nobody wants them. I think they're mad about that. Wouldn't you agree?
No, I wouldn't.
He's saying the feminist. I think that's what he's talking about. H, the safety narc. Brother, wasn't the last time you were on a... brother, when's the last time you were on a date, period? Are you talking to me or someone else in the chat? I don't know. But Tim, just words created. For real, what do you know of love, Medika? What's love got to do with it? He's talking to me. When's the last time I've been on a date? I'm engaged, bro. I got Miss Medication. You guys have seen her on the podcast. You guys have seen her here on my streams. You can look her up. She's in my pictures. I have an Instagram. You can check it out. Yeah, this is it right here, bro. This is it. When was the last time you were on a date? Because you seem to be a
beta male.
One word of advice from Jesse Lee. Here you go.
Man, be a alpha male, not a beta male.
Not a beta male.
Man, be a alpha male, not a beta male.
Yeah, this is it right here, bro. This is my Instagram. You can check it out. Miss Medication is on here, bro.
The summer wind.
Oh, I can't put music. I can't put music. Where is Miss Medication? Oh, here we go. Here's Miss Medication. There she is. Yeah. Yeah. Here's I do sunrise. I wake up for sunrises every morning and I take pictures. Here's a picture of the sun coming up over the mountains. It's beautiful. I love that. I took these pictures. I am a photographer too. You're learning about me today. A little bit. A little bit. Oh, here's a skit we did, her and I.
It's so masculine to hold someone. Do you want me to bring you a purse?
No.
The
Here's a
Abby!
skit we did.
Obviously, you have to wear a cuter outfit so it looks romantic like that.
Like this.
So she touches him.
And he does it with one hand while he's holding her purse.
So
Again.
masculine to hold someone. Do you want me to bring you a purse?
No.
The Abby!
It's the biggest gimmick you ever heard in my life.
Okay, so you walk a little.
But you're not again, you need to be, you're hanging off of this. That's the only thing holding you.
Okay.
Is your own arm.
No, you're grabbing me from the bottom.
That holds the bottom, but this holds it, okay? Your arm has to do it,
Okay,
right?
you walk a little.
Okay.
All right. No, he holds me with 2 hands. Let go. No, what do you mean? Why did you only hold with 1 hand?
Because, bro, I don't need 2 hands.
Oh my.
Have you seen that?
It's so masculine to hold someone. Do you want me to bring you a purse?
No.
The Abby! Obviously, you have to wear a cuter outfit so it looks romantic like that.
Like this. Oh,
so she touches him.
Let me play. Who was asking me if I've ever been on a date, bro? Was that H? Was that H, bro? Where's H, bro? Did you run away? Come back, H. We still love you, bro. Even though you're a
beta male. Man, be a alpha male, not a beta male.
Where's H, bro? Where'd you go, bro? Where'd you go? Yeah, this is us trying to do this skit. She wants me to do these skits every once in a while.
No, he holds me with 2 hands. Let go. No, what do you mean? Why did you only hold with 1 hand?
Because, bro, I don't need 2 hands. Have you seen that?
It's so
A little flexing on you, bro. Come on, H. When's the last time you've been on the date, H? Come on now. You were the one that was asking me, right? Yeah. There we go. You need to purse con on. You needed to purse con on Med. You have to check out Bill Maher. New rule from the river to is such a great monologue. I think it's the one that I played last night, bro. I think so. Because Bicep Brothers, that's why. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. You need the purse. Y'all actually cute. Let's not use your beautiful partner as ammo to dunk on rando chatters. You know, sometimes we just gotta do it, bro. Sometimes we just gotta run it. Did you guys see this I made? Did I ever show you guys this? Let me see if I can make this bigger. I showed you guys this, right? This was the one I made. Did you guys see this? This bottom one gets me the most. This one down here. This one on the bottom right, the book on the bottom right. That's the one. This is the one I made. There's 2 things that really get me. One is this one down here where it says, men give birth better than women. Oh my God, bro. And then zero, they, them. 0 responsibility, 100% entitlement. Oh, man. I need to make this doll. Honestly, I need to make it and sell it as a collectible. Don't open it. Don't take it out of the box. Leave it in the box. It's a collectible item. One that you can show your kids later in life. If they could pass it down, it'd be a collectible. It'd be worth a lot of money one day. Be worth a lot of money one day. Mac. Beta. Oh man, that'll be worth a lot of money one day.
I want money for what my ancestors went through.
And how much do you want?
Give me between 300,000 to $1 million.
You personally want 300,000 to $1 million
yes.
of your reparation money.
Right.
And what did you do to earn that money?
I was born, and I come from the lineage of Black American slaves, and we never got our reparations.
At what point will the blacks stop begging and blaming?
Begging?
And blaming.
Who's begging?
The blacks.
Good point, Jen. That's the one part I missed was the bulge. I missed the mini bulge.
I don't know who's begging.
What are they begging reparations?
For? Arguing that we deserve reparations and affirmative action.
When will they stop begging?
When you give it to us.
And what is it that you want?
I want reparations. I want my money.
You want money?
Yes.
Your money.
I'm a foundational Black American. I want money for what my ancestors went through.
There's some of the clips I made. Some of the clips that I've made. You guys want to see another clip? Check this out.
I really do have a problem with the word Zionist written all over you. I mean, you sound like a decent person who tries to read things in an unbiased way. And I really do have a problem with that word specifically. I really do. Because the word Zionist, I mean, you know what? Before I get into this, how do you define it?
So the word Zion appears 156 times in the Tanakh, in the Torah. Okay. And it's a synonym. It's another word for the land of Israel.
In modern days, how is Zionism perceived?
So Zionism, I don't care about how something's perceived. I care about what it is. And Zionism is a belief that the Jewish people have a right to a homeland in the land of Israel. It doesn't mean that the Palestinians can't have a state in the future. They could, if it was alongside Israel. So anyone who supports a two-state solution is by default a Zionist.
Okay, can I get your name, by the way?
My name is, in Hebrew, Yosef, in English, Joseph Cohen.
Did you ever read the Balfour Declaration?
Yes, I did. Did you?
Yes, of course I did. Did you ever see the part where it says where you don't interfere with the rights of the indigenous people of the land, or did you just skip through that?
No, look, there's one place in this region where everybody has equality if you're a citizen, and that's Israel. There's not one Jewish Palestinian because the Jews were ethnically cleansed by the Arabs.
They were ethnically cleansed by the Arabs. I'm not defending that. Good. Obviously, I'm defending an entire region. I'm not defending an entire people, because sometimes people from one religion can make mistakes. I really do have a problem with the word Zionist written all over.
That's one of my reels, and then I followed up with this one.
And this is where I can prove it's not a genocide. If there's 2 million people, and those people live and work in buildings, and 70% of the buildings have been damaged or destroyed, it means the people weren't in the buildings when they were destroyed or damaged. So my question to you would be, why is that? Why weren't the people in those buildings? Because
so are you trying to make the point that Israel warns the civilians in buildings to get out? Is that the point you're trying to get across?
Yeah.
So is that humane? I mean, just sending flyers down airplanes, or just calling families, telling them, oh, you have like 15 minutes to evacuate your entire house with all your memories and everything. Get the fuck out, because we're going to carpet bomb the fuck out of the building you're in. Is that okay?
It's horrible. But I'm not saying that war is nice. War is horrible. What I'm trying to paint a picture is that Israel is not committing a genocide, because if Israel were trying to commit a genocide, it wouldn't make those calls and it wouldn't drop those flyers. And I'm not saying anyone living in a tent in a safe zone has a nice life. They have a horrible life. There's no water, there's no electricity. I'm not pretending that Israel's doing this humanitarian, lovely gesture whereby they're putting them in ritzy hotels. No, war's horrible.
Yeah,
people are living in hell.
But
it's not a what I'm trying to show is it's not a genocide. That's the only thing I'm trying to prove here.
You know what?
So there was that one. And yeah, we did kind of move around a little bit. And here's another good one.
Oh, are you aware that there's genocide occurring in Palestine?
Are you aware that you've been given a lawful order to step out of this vehicle, and if you don't do so, you'll be placed under arrest? Do you want to do field sobriety tests to prove that you're not intoxicated?
The government is committing genocide against Palestinian civilians, and retards like you, you're a retard. You're a mental retard.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I'm actually very concerned because my friends that are in Palestine, they're afraid for their lives because...
Do you want to do field sobriety tests?
I think you have mental retardation. So I'd like to...
Okay. Place your hands behind your back, dear. You're under arrest.
Oh, no, actually...
Stop. Do not resist arresting, Stop. She's a nice person. It's just... Sure.
You're a mental retard, and I hope you die! You retards! They're killing civilians!
You're gonna get charged with disorderly conduct too if you don't
Yes! You retards! These retards!
Now you're under arrest.
Pull down my shirt. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna take off my shirt. Yeah, you can see my tit. I'm sure you can see my tit. Like, what in the actual are you pulling me over for? What? I wish you could just yourself and the world would be such a better place.
That's not nice.
Yes, I wish you would just take your gun. Do you have your gun? Take it to your head and kill yourself. The world would be a lot better place. So what is the reason you're arresting me? Because you're 5'1" and your penis is...
I've told you several times.
Your penis is...
You're not comprehending.
Penis. Because you have no penis. Is that what it is? You're an ugly piece of
No, it's not because of that.
I was like, okay, so your penis is 0. You're ugly and you are retarded.
Danielle, that's not nice.
And also, yes, no, you're ugly and you're retarded. And there are civilians being murdered by the U.S. government. But you will not even know or care because you're a fat retard. Oh, are you aware that there's genocide occurring in Palestine?
Are you aware that you've been given a lawful order to step out of this vehicle, and if you don't do so, you'll be placed under arrest?
That's just one of those. I had to do that one, bro. That oh man. Oh man. That was a rough one. Holy cow. Holy cow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow.
It's two things. Number one, your upbringing in college campuses does not foster debate like it used to. It just doesn't. It's that it's about silencing the critic and the elevation of the victim. So you do not have the practice of robust having to defend your position. It's very monolithic. It's very centralized. It's very top down. It's quasi-authoritarian. And then secondly, I would just say that the philosophy on the worldview, as I mentioned earlier, that you guys have adopted is that thou which is oppressed will get the most points. You guys don't have thou that has the best idea wins. It's two things. Number one, your upbringing in college campuses does not foster debate like it used to.
Yep. R.I.P. Charlie. R.I.P. buddy.
At the core of the left, at the core of a liberal, is someone that would use the sword if they had it.
Gonna cut the music because you know how that goes. Oh man, and then one of the greatest of all time.
So the reason this is so dangerous from the left and it's not as dangerous from the right is because the people who are on the right live in a version of objective reality. We live in the real world. These people do not live in the real world. If you're going to believe that a man is a woman and you're going to believe that we should have no borders for our country and unlimited numbers of people can turn up and just steal from us, if you're going to believe that criminals shouldn't go to jail, you're not a person who's sensible. You now have no parameters from which to operate your logic. So if you're going to live in a complete fantasy land, it becomes a lot easier to justify murdering a political opponent than it does if you operate from a frame of rationality. So for that reason, the left are far more dangerous because all of their ideas are dangerous because none of them are true. None of them are real. For the same reason it's dangerous for me to say to you, gravity isn't real, you can jump off a building. If you start believing in things that are completely falsified, completely fantasy, then murder is the end result of all of it. So the left is a serious problem across the world. It's a serious problem across America, especially. You add in a spiritual sickness where we have nothing unifying us in the West anymore. We don't share respect for a flag. We don't share respect for the country we're in. We don't share language. We don't share religion. We don't even share economic prosperity anymore. There's literally nothing unifying us. And if you're going to remove the capability to debate and discuss ideas, then you're going to have an absolute civil war. And that's what's so sad, that Charlie Kirk literally was the #1 guy trying to speak. He wasn't trying to inflame tensions. He wasn't trying to push violence. He was the guy saying, look, let's talk this through and let me show you why you're wrong. He was the good guy who did the right thing, and he caught a bullet for it. And that is truly devastating. So
that was the real truth bomb right there. That was the real truth bomb right there, guys. That was insane. That was spot on. He was the guy trying to have a debate, trying to talk, trying to have a conversation. And you guys went and lost it.
Sorry, I think we're talking past each other.
What do you mean?
I am speechless. What can I say?
Why are you speechless?
Because
let's go back because we missed this whole thing.
Come back, don't go. But do you agree it's time to end this type of this crazy so-called women? And look at the women in the movement. Nobody want them anyway. I think they're mad because no one want them. They're like lesbians, and they're fat, they're ugly, they're short hair. Nobody want them. I think they're mad about that. Wouldn't you agree?
No, I wouldn't. Sorry, I think we're talking past each other.
What do you mean?
I am speechless. What can I say?
Why are you speechless?
Because I am at a loss for words.
Coffee lust is lusting for coffee, as am I. My coffee is finished. Coffee lust. Tell us why. Tell us why you hate us. We want to know. We want to learn. I'm going to get some coffee.
Do you love the white people?
Do I love the white people? Would you have anybody particular in mind?
All white people.
Andy says, amazing. Andy, I got a button, bro. I got a button. I think a girl or boy, I'm not sure, because I guess Andy could be a girl, but check out this button.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Where's Coffee Lust? You don't actually care about my opinion. Okay, so are you going to just go around in circles, or are you just going to say it?
No, I don't love all white people.
And why not?
Would you
What can I say?
Why are you speechless?
Because I am at a loss for words.
Do you love the white people?
Do I love the white people? Would you have anybody particular in mind?
All white people.
No, I don't love all white people.
And why not?
Well, it would depend on the person.
Why don't you love all white people?
Stay frosty. I got a beta button. You ready for it? Here you go.
Beta male.
I got 3 of them.
Beta.
There's that one. There's this one.
Beta male.
And then there's this one.
Man, be a alpha male, not a beta male.
Yeah. I got this one.
That's amazing.
I got this one.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. Right here, watch.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
I got more. You want to hear another one? I got another one. Here we go. Ready?
So you're gay?
Here's another one.
I didn't know you were gay.
Here's another one.
How did you become gay? How did you become gay?
Oh man. I gotta go get a coffee, guys. Hold on. The Great White Hope. The Great White Hope, baby. Here we go. Oh, Coffee Lust got me excited for another coffee. I just went and got one. Let's see what happened in our chat. Coffee break. Yep. Quick one. I had to get one. Beta. Oh, is that the gay priest? Yep, that's where I got these buttons from. When he talked to this priest, I got these buttons.
So you're gay? I didn't know you were gay. How did you become gay?
He asked this guy about all that. Let's see. Mixed Master Medi. Yes, sir, James. Coffee. Oh, so Coffee Lust says, you don't actually care about my opinion. I said, okay, give us your opinion. Did he or she tell us? No. You could have left us watching cartoons. You're right, bro. You're right. My bad. Sorry, bro. Coyote and Roadrunner. Looney Tunes or something. I agree. Yeah, you're right, bro. My bad. I had to do that. I had to just go get that. Let's go.
You mean, do I have a kind of blanket feeling of, well, okay, let me put it this way. I guess I love white people the same way I love all people.
But why don't you love all people?
I just told you I loved all people.
No, you said you didn't.
All right.
How is it possible that you could represent God and not love all people?
My brother, I'll see you later.
Music.
Yeah, I'm going.
That makes you hate it so.
Ask me that.
You're black. What does this man do? Do you
American?
You love this man. What does this man do? Do you like black people? What did your black skin ever do to you?
Why
Mr.
are you asking me
Peterson,
that?
That makes you hate it so much.
What makes you think I hate it?
Because I've never heard you say anything good about black people, especially in a group.
When
you don't like.
When you say you never heard me,
I haven't. I've heard her.
You never heard of me.
I have heard of you, Mr. Peterson.
You did?
Yes.
And so haven't I shown I love black people?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, James. You're XL, man. I'll show it to you again. That's it right there. That's your shirt, bro, right there. Let me go wide angle for you. Yeah. Don't be mad.
The great white hope.
Strongly despise black people.
By doing what?
Saying stuff like the great white hope.
But I
You're
call
the
it
first
Great White
black man
Hope.
I've ever heard say something like
The Great White Hope. I have T-shirts that says the Great White Hope.
But I gotta ask you a question.
Also, listen, you didn't know this about me. I call Obama the fallen Messiah.
You don't like Obama either.
No, I like Obama. I just don't agree with his politics.
Okay, I can rock with that.
Yeah.
You don't think he did anything positive for black people?
Who?
Obama.
No.
Nothing?
Not 1-0.
Not
ounce
nothing?
of it. He's married to Big Mama, and he's afraid of his wife.
Mr. Peterson, that's blasphemy.
He said, H says, explain to me why that's not racist. What's not racist? Let's see, did he say something? What did he say? That he's a troll, funny troll, you're a weirdo. That's amazing.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing.
All right, let's go. Let's keep going.
He did nothing. You ever heard of the affordable?
I can't call a certified goober a goober. Oh my God.
CARE Act, you ever heard of that?
Yes.
That's nothing good. You ever?
That wasn't good. When you say yourself, who are you?
Myself, that which is me.
And who are you?
I'm Dave.
That's your name. Who are
That's
you?
my name. My name is Dave. I don't know where you're going, man.
No, I'm asking, who are you? You said myself. You mean yourself. Who are you?
I am me. Who are you?
No, but who are you?
I am me.
You told me your name. I didn't ask your name. I asked, who are you?
I'm telling you who I am. I am me, and I'm asking you back, who are you?
When you say I am me, when you say you are me, I am me, who is me?
Yeah, it's a great question. I would like to hear your answer. Who are you?
No, I'm asking you, the one that don't believe.
I know.
You
I
the one
don't
that
have a
don't
good
believe
answer.
God
I don't have a good
exists.
answer for you, Jim.
So
Jesse Lee, man, his eyes are getting a little droopy on us, man. He's getting a little older for us, on us, man. Damn, he's getting a little older. Love him though, love him to death, bro. Love
I don't have
Jesse.
a good answer for you, Jesse.
J.O.D.
So you don't know who you are.
Do you know who you are?
So you don't know who you are, right?
One Kant, I don't know how you say your name, but you absolutely right. He says it right to their face, man. He does. And you know, there's another one that is, oh man, JLP. Let's see. Oh, here.
You had to overcome being afraid of men.
No, I was never afraid of men. Men were afraid of me.
And what was in that? What I don't understand what you had to overcome to become a slut.
Oh no, music again in the back. Oh, come on. You guys are killing me with this music.
I'm asking you, do you know who you are?
I know
or
who
are you
I am,
asking me a deliberately impossible question that can't be answered? That's cheating and it's not moral. Can you answer the question? Who are you?
What do you mean?
Who are you?
You don't even believe in morality, right?
Who are you?
You didn't answer my question.
Answer your own question. Answer your own question.
There's a good discussion in here. If I can get it without the music.
Their sexually derogatory terms, women down, tries to make that they are to.
It should be.
Absolutely.
Do they know you a slut?
Do my children know that?
And do your children know married?
I'm
There's
not.
no more
married.
music here.
I'm not.
You say you have children?
I do.
Are you married?
I'm not.
And do your children know that you're a slut?
Do my children know that I'm a slut? My children know that I'm an empowered woman. Absolutely.
Do they know you're a slut?
My children know that I'm an empowered woman. And if that means that I'm a slut, then my children are going to know that I'm a slut.
So they don't know right now that you're a slut?
My children know that I'm an empowered woman.
Are you going to eventually let them know that you're a slut?
Are you going to let your children know that you're asking women if they're sluts? Because I don't really know what your agenda is.
No, but will you let if you're not ashamed of it,
not ashamed.
Would you want your kids to become sluts like their mother?
I would love it.
Really? You have kids?
No, I do not.
Would you want your kids to know that their mother is a slut?
I would love them to know.
Random is absolutely right, dude. That's OG Bone Thugs, bro. OG Bone Thugs. That's from our time. If you know, you know. I could sing Bone Thugs for you, bro, if you wanted.
That their mother's a slut and they have the choice to be a slut because it's called freedom. You don't have to be a
Bone Thugs. Yeah. That's a man. Here.
Yes, we are all sluts. You're a slut. All these dudes behind you are sluts. Your cameraman's a slut. Your PA's a slut. And your mic's a slut.
And what made you a slut?
Because I own my body. My body is not a political playground. It's not a place for legislation. It's mine and it's my future. And
how old are you?
Grown.
And so you sleep around with a lot of men?
No, actually, I'm a virgin.
You're a virgin?
Yeah.
So you're not a slut?
Yes, you can be a slut. Because a slut is not what you made it, Jesse. A slut is what I made it. A boss, getting money, taking the mic, turning life around, taking over Hollywood. Samir, right?
Random. Yeah, love it, bro. Same here. I could probably sing majority of those songs from those days. And Crazy Ange is right. Age like fine wine, baby. Like fine wine. Just keep getting better and better.
You are still a virgin, but yet you call yourself a slut.
It wouldn't matter. I'm saying it doesn't matter if I'm a virgin. It doesn't matter what a woman's sexual history is. A slut is just a word that you and your fellow penises made. A slut.
That's what happened, bro. Mac is exactly right. They just change words. They just take words and make them whatever they want. And now it's like anything is everything. And here's another word that they changed what it means. It doesn't mean the same thing anymore. Nazi. Nazi is, dude, back in the day, not even that long ago, 5 years ago, you said Nazi, it was like, whoa, what? That person's a what? Or that person is a Hitler. That was like a thing. I was like, whoa, Now it's like, man, did you see that coffee? That was a Nazi coffee. Or like, I don't know, did you see that? Like, I don't know, dude, it's like anything now you could call Nazi. Anything you just kind of don't like, it's a Nazi. It's like, oh, dude. I didn't like my lunch today. It was a Hitler lunch. It's like, what?
Your mama's a slut. Your grandma's a slut. Everybody.
Is your mother a slut?
No, but yours is.
Your mother's not a slut?
No.
When you say every woman's a slut?
Everybody.
Well, why your mother's not a slut?
You are a slut. Not my mother in particular is not a slut, but a slut is a word for anybody who's owning their sexuality, turning up, and not letting Jesse twist their answers around.
So let me ask, I noticed are you dressed slutty today?
No, I'm dressed like a woman.
What made you decide to come out looking like this? You look like a slut. What made you do it?
You look like a slut.
What made you dress?
What made you dress like this?
No, just answer that question. What made you dress?
I dress like this because I can dress whatever I want to. Period. But what made you dress like this?
Let me ask you, do you believe?
Put on this striped shirt.
Let me ask you, do you believe in God?
Yes, Jesse. I believe in God.
Would God want you to be a slut?
God would want me to be whatever I want to be.
Would he want you to be a slut?
He would want me to be whatever I want to be.
How about a slut?
Whatever I want to be.
And why would he want you to be a slut?
He would want me to be whatever I want to be because God.
Jesse just wants to say the word slut, and he wants to say slut. A slut.
I believe in choice, and you should know that, Jesse. That's why you're allowed to wear this lame-ass shirt.
Would your parents be happy to know that you're a slut?
My parents would be happy to know that I'm a free woman on a billboard in Times Square in Soho for every real because we take back the woman form and we ain't lame dudes like Jesse wearing striped shirts.
Thank you so much. I wish you.
Oh my God, bro.
It's like, well, if going out on a date with a guy makes me a slut, then that's just what I'm going to be.
I don't think going out on a date makes you a slut, but having sex with different men makes you a slut.
Well, what does it make you if you have sex with different women?
A slut maker. Men don't want sluts as wives.
It's like, well, if going out on a date.
Let's go back.
Like, well, if going out on a date with a guy makes me a slut, then that's just what I'm going to be.
I don't think going out on a date makes you a slut, but having sex with different men makes you a slut.
Well, what does it make you if you have sex with different women?
A slut maker. That's amazing. Men don't want sluts as wives and mothers of their children.
Who cares? You can't live your life for no man. It's not about men. Who cares about men? If I sat here and lived my life for a man, I would be miserable.
But you do understand that a man would not want a slut to be the mother of his children,
That's
right?
not true because...
Not real men.
What is a real
slut
man, Jesse? What is a real man? You?
Yes.
I think it's perfectly normal for a man.
I love the way he does that. It just goes, yes. Let me see that again.
Yes.
I think it's...
Come on, Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse, what is a real man? You?
Yes.
I think it's perfectly normal for a man to have a...
What is a real man, Jesse? What is a real man? You?
Yes.
I think it's perfectly normal for a man to have anger.
So when you're married and the woman is angry and you're angry, how would you solve the problem?
Well,
I don't get the same respect that white Americans get.
From whom?
From people in general. Are you serious?
And why not?
Why not? Because I'm a black male and I'm an educated black male. I'm a threat. What you talking about?
Who are you a threat to?
I'm a threat to anybody.
Are you a threat to white people?
I'm a threat to them. I'm a threat to you.
How are you a threat to me? But so you feel like you're a threat?
I feel that anytime that you
don't even look like a threat.
I don't look like a threat, but if
I think that way?
It's not the fact. It's through watching.
You're too nice of a guy to live that way.
You're walking down the street, maybe you see somebody walking. They don't have any legs, and they have a shopping cart, and they're trying to push through the street and survive. You might feel sad about it or something.
I'll be like, wow, that person is walking with no legs, pushing a cart.
It's leaning heavily on the cart.
No, that's not a good one either, because feeling sorry for the person walking down the street pushing a cart is not going to help them.
Yeah, well, I know what you mean, but I mean, I'm thinking of situations where you might feel sorry for somebody. I don't see where it's that bad. You got to show me where it's bad. I don't quite get what the word.
Because it doesn't do good for you. It just makes you feel bad. And it's not doing anything for them. It's not causing them to get legs.
No.
To grow legs. Are you wicked at heart or good?
I think that we're divided. We're like conflict. And
Not we, but you.
Me?
Oh, are there more than one person in there? Which one are you?
Neither.
You're neither good nor evil?
No.
What are you?
Neither of those. Just a being.
You're just a being.
That's right.
Oh, and how did that happen?
I don't know. How did you happen?
Oh, what are you guys talking about here in the chat, dude? Holy cow, man. Okay, Jen Hoop. FSU lot. You lot still talking about Charlie Kirk. How come you don't give about hundreds of kills? OMGH, just leave me alone. I don't have the patience for you. I don't know what you guys are saying here.
I'm sorry?
How did you happen?
No, that's not the answer, buddy.
The bad side is out of my control.
Is there a good side to you?
The good side doesn't like the bad side.
What is the good side to you?
The part that sees the bad and doesn't like it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wow.
Anyone can, right?
This one is still really good. I want to hear this
Identify
again.
as a woman. Anyone can, right?
I don't see a problem with
Just literally put their hand up and say, I'm a woman.
But it's not an easy thing to do, to go out into
Actually,
the world.
it's very easy.
It's
Incredibly easy.
You might think it's easy to say, but to decide to do that, to say,
What
this
does
is
doing
who...
it involve?
Whatever that person decides, but to
Does
go
it
out
involve
into the
makeup?
world and say, I don't identify as perhaps the sex I
So
was
why
born
can't
as,
I
it's
identify...
not-
Okay, why can't I identify as a black lesbian?
Well, firstly, I mean, it was...
Well, I'm serious. I'm serious. If I can identify as anything
Mhm.
without any need to prove I'm actually what that is,
I
why can't I, on International Women's Day, say, I'm Piers Morgan, I'm a black lesbian?
I think taking it to a kind of absurd status,
I think
we're
that's
talking
what...
about quite a
with
strong
respect, I think
physical
that
change.
you'd already opened the absurdity door by saying it is limitless. You can do what you like. Anyone can say, I'm a woman. So I simply ask you, why can't I identify as a woman? Anyone.
You guys got lost in the weeds in the chat, huh? You guys went nuts. Jeez, bro. Jeez. Come back to us, guys. Come back. Come back. Baby, come back.
Do you create your own thoughts?
That's the question.
Do you create?
I've already answered
You
your
haven't
question.
answered yet.
Because you want a yes or a no.
Right.
You ain't getting a yes or a no out of me because I've answered your question.
But why can't God said let your word be yea and nay, yea or nay? Why can't you give me a yes or no?
1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 17, and he also says that all of the promises of God are yes and amen in him. But are you going to tell me then that because I won't answer your question yea or nay, that I am disobedient to God?
You being disobedient to me too. What the?
What the?
To you, just.
That's the other one I want to make. I didn't make the soundbite for the what the. I have.
That's amazing.
And then.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
But I don't have what the. I gotta get the what the. Hold on. Let's go back.
What the?
Okay, I got. Let me. I'm gonna make that sound. So, 12:08. So this one right here. At 12:08, I gotta make that sound. So 12:08. We're gonna put it on the mixer, guys. Mixmaster Medi, bro. We're gonna do it, baby. We're gonna do it. What the? Let's hear that one more time.
You being disobedient to me too. What the? See, you're disobedient to your husband. You won't even obey me.
You know what? God bless you. Bye-bye.
Where you going? Come back.
I know this works for your ratings.
See, you're disobedient to your husband. You won't even obey me.
You know what? God bless you. Bye-bye.
Where you going? Come back.
I know this works for your ratings.
Come back. Don't run.
Because you said you're glad Colin Kaepernick doesn't have a job.
And I hope they fire the rest of them.
Got you.
Another walk-off, baby. Another walk. Why are you running?
No problem. Got you. Nate Boyer is a veteran. Because you remember how they said this is disrespecting the flag and the vets, right? Right. Okay. He is the vet that actually suggested that Kaepernick take a knee. Him and Kaepernick met. They talked it out. He said, instead of sitting on the sidelines.
Dude, Jesse, apparently he's here in LA. I'm not in LA, I'm in OC, but he's in Southern California. He's in LA. It's about an hour drive for me. So maybe I can go see him and get, you know, if we do like another, you know, merch purchase together, maybe I can get him to sign some stuff for us. Yeah.
Why don't you take a knee? Because a knee is not a sign of disrespect. This is what a veteran has, a white veteran, for your people, has said, okay?
And
he
your
said,
point is what? That doesn't make it right.
No. Because again, I want to break down what is right and what is no.
Kaepernick was so dumb, he took bad advice?
Because it's in the Constitution.
Kaepernick took bad advice.
Oh, he took bad advice from a vet.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want you guys to be clear on that. The
advice.
veteran gave Kaepernick bad advice. So screw that veteran. Right?
Well, you saying
the
American
flag is.
Oh, dude, State Line's right. He says, bring your buttons and stage a walk-off for fun. Oh, dude, can you imagine?
That's amazing. That's amazing. So you're gay? I didn't know you were gay. How did you become gay? How did you become gay?
Can you imagine me going over there with all my buttons, my sound bites for Jesse? Oh my God, bro. It'd be so
we're supposed to honor
That's
our
what you
flag.
just said.
But the flag, don't bring up the flag. That is absolutely
It's
bullshit.
about the flag.
Because people wear flags on their balls, on their underwear. They use flags as paper plates. According to the Constitution, you're not supposed to disrespect the flag in any way, shape, or form. I have seen people with.
Still doesn't make it right.
It doesn't make it right, so do it across the board.
Still doesn't make it right.
Is Kid Rock wrong?
Is Kid Rock wrong?
What did he do?
You gotta know these things, dude.
So, Ty,
listen, you gotta know.
Come on, man.
Oh, Kid Rock from Michigan?
Kid Rock, the
That's running for
rock star who is ignorant on a level.
I love that guy.
I know you do.
You know what?
All right.
I don't know if you're being
we talked about that on my
Jesse,
show.
Are you being a provocateur?
At this point, that's what it is.
You gotta be. You're being a provocateur.
So let me
you gotta be.
I gotta ask. I used to, when I was into my blackness, I thought the way you guys think.
You said when I was
into my blackness.
Yeah.
So
but
where did your blackness go? Did you lease it to someone?
I'm into what is right, not
so
about the color.
If you're into what is right, you can't love Kid
gotta
Rock
ask you this.
because he did something that's wrong.
He's gonna be the next senator or whatever he's running for. Let me ask you this. So my belief that two guys cannot have a child, is it a false belief?
But you're saying for them to go outside of their sexuality,
right.
They're still inside their sexuality. They're just going to have, they're having a child.
I know, but they have to step outside of that. God didn't make that possible. So why would God have made that possible?
So let me
if
ask
he
you
meant
something.
for them to get married?
He sold his blackness. What do you mean? Please explain.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
What do you mean? Why is America being forced to subsidize Argentina? By that, no, I haven't heard of that. My brother-in-law is black and I love him, and he also, by the way, is a Republican. OMG, can you believe it? Oh, let's see. I'm not caught up with this. I am not caught up with this. Random. Where's random, bro? Where's random? I got some R. Lee Ermey autographs. Oh, Espo got booted. Jen got him.
And all that as a man, and as a Christian, why would God have not made that possible?
Are we back? How are we looking? We back? Let's fix the chat. Let's fix the chat. Let's fix the chat. I think we're back, right? Yeah. State line, you broke it today, bro. State line's right, bro. If 3 men and a baby knew what was coming 3 decades later, what is it? 2 or 3? Has it been? It's 2 decades, 2 to 3 decades later. Woo, we back. And the chats are good. Everything's looking good.
For 2 women or 2 men not to have to step outside of their homosexuality or lesbian to have babies. Why would he make it possible for them to stay in that and have a child or children?
People can have children.
Coffee is good, man. Believe it or not, it's my 4th coffee today, bro. Holy smokes. I'm afraid to go one day without coffee because I know the headache's going to be amazing.
That's amazing.
Gay, straight, whoever.
But they can't have it. They have to step outside to get it.
They can have children.
But my question is, why wouldn't God have made that possible?
Another walk-off.
Are you leaving?
I'm leaving.
Don't go.
This is an inappropriate conversation.
Don't run.
And I'm not going to have it. I'm not running.
What?
Yeah, dude, like it's water, bro.
I guess it.
Literally. Oh. And we're back. I don't know what's going on. It might drop again, but I think it's a good time to call it quits for a minute because I was supposed to go to the gym this morning and did not go. So I need to go to the gym, and then I'm going to come back so we can do our evening live because we got to do one tonight too, guys. We're at 2 hours and 52 minutes so far. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. Why? I don't know if I need to see. I'm restarting my apps and everything, but not the whole computer itself. So, yeah, guys. Unfortunately, I will have to do it. It's all jacked up now. Yep. Okay, guys. I'm gonna call it because it might go down again, and I don't want to just keep doing that to you guys. And I'll do a full restart when I come back after the gym. Today is upper body, guys. Right now it's 3 o'clock. I'm going to go do a nice long gym session and do some journaling, some goal setting, and look at some of my prior goals, see where I'm at with them, and do some a little bit of cardio, definitely lifting for upper body, but also doing some sauna, steam room, swimming, all that stuff. And again, the journaling. So probably my guess is 7 p.m. Pacific. So right around 7 p.m. Pacific after I get all that stuff done and some other stuff. Crazy Ange says 6 p.m. here, dinner time. Right on. So I'm thinking 7 p.m. Pacific, California time. So hopefully that works for y'all. But dude, that was a good one. We had some fun. And we got our new shirts, guys. We got our new shirts. Dude, the Great White Hope. So I'm going to wear this to the gym, dude. Look at this. Oh. Oh, man. I'm going to trigger everybody at the gym. So good. Okay, so Thank you guys. Mac, thank you for joining, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you so much. Sauce, everybody. Jen, love you. Thank you for helping out with the chat. You know, we got to that point where it's just too much for me to do while I'm doing all this other stuff too. So thank you. You just handling it while I'm running and gunning. So guys, everybody, thank you. James, State Line, Truth, if you're still there. Thank you guys. Practice your one arm curls for the misses 100%, bro. Get you on the flip side, bro. Thank you. Thanks for the 3 Men and a Baby reference. Forgot about that movie, bro. Holy cow. Yeah, you can see the grades, bro. I know what's up. I know what's up, dude. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Catch you guys. Thanks for subscribing, everyone. And see you guys very, very soon. See ya. Bye.